Me amo solo. Solo D. My fans made me loco. Just took another L, we like, oh no. Gotta play Buffalo in the snow. We gon' hit Josh Allen with the Zoclo. We be throwing up foes in the photos. It's just another vibe with solo. Took 2 L's out in Cali, it was bad. The Golden State didn't give us no gold in the bag. The game was still close, so close you could grab. We definitely ain't ball, but the referees was frauds. I'm questioning they calls, they play too damn much. They turned the football into 2-hand touch. Props to they did, they had the crew jammed up. But Tyreek Hill was MC Hammer, he said you can't touch this. Offensive scheme look busted, but it's Matt D's plan and we trust it. It's a battle out in Buffalo, we got war, time to open up. No more locked doors. Playoffs on the line, that mean every game counts. Cooking Buffalo from the bars to the house. Playoffs on the line, that mean every game counts. Cooking Buffalo from the bars to the house. My fans made me loco. Just took another L, we like, oh no. Gotta play Buffalo in the snow. We gon' hit Josh Allen with the Zoclo. We be throwing up foes in the photos. It's just another vibe with solo. Who that? Solo, solo, solo D. Solo, solo, solo D. Ah.
Panthers fans, it's time to get out of your seats. Get on your feet. It's time to get loud in this place. Are you ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go, Cats, go. You know what's up when we raise the cup, say go, Cats, go. We getting amped when they light the lamp, say go, Cats, go. Since 93 won victory, say go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. You know what's up when we raise the cup, say go, Cats, go. We getting amped when they light the lamp, say go, Cats, go. Since 93 won victory, say go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. South Florida, one trial. Throw your hands up one time. All the way past West Palm. Exit 1 back to Sunrise. We FLA live. On the ice, it's a skate grind. Going hard every period. Game time is a great time. In practice, not average. Whole team will go savage. In the game, we get hat tricks with hard hits and rat tricks. That's victory. And Tam Stanley can sit with me as we watch live with the Pet fans right with me. Screaming out, let's make history. Saying, go, Cats, go. You know what's up when we raise the cup, say go, Cats, go. We getting amped when they light the lamp, say go, Cats, go. Since 93 won victory, say go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go. You know what's up when we raise the cup, say go, Cats, go. We getting amped when they light the lamp, say go, Cats, go. Since 93 won victory, say go, Cats, go. Go, Cats, go.
This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers, let's go.
I
know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprise. Switch it up, now we improvise. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life.
What's up, baby? Oh, we got a show for you today. Good morning to my family, with a PH that is, and my Fin-laws. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Spread Kindness Friday right here on Clock Blockers, the #1 Miami fan morning show. I am your host, Stephen D., also known as Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Make sure you guys follow me on all social media, everywhere. Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, though, too. For real. No, I'm serious. Go follow me. Make sure you follow me now. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your help. Also, hey, look, you can also follow Miami Sports Music everywhere at Miami Sports Music, except on Twitter, where we are at MIA Sports Music. Make sure y'all do that there. Also, hey, look, on your way in through the door today, when you're sitting down and you're relaxing or you're watching on your phone, hopefully you're not sitting on your toilet watching me. I don't even want to put that picture in my mind, okay? Just make sure you hit the like button, man or lady. Just make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow. We cannot grow without your help. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's a big deal. When you do subscribe, make sure that little bell notification, you hit it and you hit all notifications. That way you get notified anytime Miami Sports Music drops a new video like Solo D. Let me tell you, he's got something in the works for y'all for the Dolphins this year. I'm telling you, that man's got fire. And also, anytime Clock Blockers goes live or any other show that we have on our beautiful podcast network. Also, hey, look, if you want to sign up to become a member of the channel today, don't hesitate. Don't wait. There are plenty of seats waiting for you at the table. We would love for you to sign up to become a member today. Okay? Hey, look, if you want to help the channel grow by donating, a couple different ways you can do that. You can use the YouTube Live Super Chat, which is the $ below the bottom of the chat. Or you can also use Cash App or PayPal, which is MSM Podcast Network, or use the QR code right on your screen, or PayPal, which is also MSM Podcast Network, or use the QR code right on your screen. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports. I feel like the EA guy there. EA Sports. It's in the, no, ZSM Sports. It's in the game. Cards, jerseys, balls, and hard-to-find items. Make sure you follow ZSM Sports today, specializing in all sports memorabilia. It's good stuff, man. Make sure you follow us. It's awesome. Less is more events. Lime Tickets. That's right. Lime Tickets is absolutely amazing. They supply tickets and entertainment for events all over the country for less than competition, allowing you to have more fun. Call 202-930-3533 today to get a personalized experience with tickets to the game and to the event you want today. Lime Tickets takes pride in providing the hottest tickets at great prices with no service fees. Make sure you call today. Kenny and the whole team at Lime, absolutely amazing. And let me tell you what we got coming up this year through courtesy of Lime. Miami Sports Music and Clock Blockers will be giving away a pair of game tickets to every Miami Dolphins home game this year, courtesy of Lime. So shout out to Lime. We're giving away a pair of free tickets every week this year to every Miami Dolphins home game. How awesome is that? Can't beat that. And we're going to be sending a lot of you to a lot of preseason games too for free. So hit me up. We're going to have free tickets to the preseason games, lots of those, and then we're going to be sending a pair of tickets. We're going to tell you how all that's going to work as we get closer to the season. But shout out to Lime. It's awesome. Super excited to work with them. Tailgreeter. Download the app today on your current Apple or Android device, or Crapple, whatever you call it. Apple, Crapple. I'm not sure. You Apple people are weird, but Android rules. Okay, just make sure you download the app, okay? Matter of fact, it's very important that you download the app this morning, as you're going to see here in a minute or two. So make sure you download the app. It is important. If you want to go to the Baltimore Beatdown, if you want to go to the PhillyPhinvasion, or you want to go to the FedEx Takeover, download the Tailgreeter app. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. Download it. Make sure y'all do that. Also, follow them on all social media at Tailgreeter, TailGreeter. All right. Big show lined up today. We got reaction to the schedule. We're going to look at a lot of the schedules today, at least the videos of the social media teams, because some of those were pretty dope. And then we're going to, obviously, big thing we're going to react is to the Miami Dolphins schedule, and we're going to go through that. Jason Sarney and I a little bit later. Super stoked about that. But now it's time to talk about the 2023 Miami Sports Music Tailgreeter Tailgate Tour. Boy, we got some stuff lined up for you. But we have been working very, very hard over the last several weeks. So the two people I'm about to introduce are a big part of that. There have been other people that we've had the opportunity to work with and help with a lot of these events in the individual cities, especially the local fan clubs in those cities, which we're going to shout out and everything. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Shout out to Kevin Lee. He said, what's good, Stephen? Brutal December, but one positive takeaway is Miami is home a lot at the end of the year. Hopefully Tua is healthy. Let's go, Fins. Thank you for the $10 donation, Kevin Lee. Let's keep them coming. I appreciate it, Kevin, man. You're a big supporter of the show. Thank you very, very much. All right. Without further ado, let me bring on my guest, my wonderful, amazing guest, my sister from another mister, my brother from another mother. They're probably sick and tired of me because we have been on the phone for hours for this past week. I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, Dolph Freaky and Ryan Keeling.
Good morning.
What is going on?
Good morning. Not you again.
Just so everybody knows, Ryan and I were on the phone for 6 hours yesterday. Getting all this 6 hours. Dolph Freaky was probably on the phone with us for 2 of those and was sick of us after 2. It was a lot yesterday. It was a lot.
I was sick of us after. I was sick of us faster than 2.
And our wives were sick of us too. That's the other funny part about all that.
Yeah.
But the product of our hard work is going to be so amazing. I can't wait.
It has been. It has been. Last year, Ryan and I had the awesome opportunity to host the Baltimore Beatdown. And a few years back, we had done what we called the Baltimore Beatdown on a Thursday night game, if I'm correct. It was a night game. But it was just, DJ Sick Turtle had showed up.
It's better left to not remember the game.
It was not a good game. But it wasn't as organized as we had it. So last year, when we found out the Dolphins were playing the Ravens on the schedule, Ryan and I got together and said, look, we need to get as many of the local fan clubs involved as we can get. And we need to see what we can do. So we ended up working with Jimmy's Famous Seafood, which we're going to talk about in more detail here in a little bit about the Baltimore Beatdown. And we did a Saturday night meet and greet at one of the best restaurants in Baltimore, best crab cakes, everything. And that was a great 3-hour event. It was amazing. Dolph Freaky was there. She was just there chilling. She wasn't even a part of that event. She was just.
I was partying, talking, mingling. And you know what? I was looking through some of those videos. Yo, we were dancing. That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun. And we had 150 plus people go to the meet and greet the night before and to the tailgate the day of. And Ryan and I kind of looked at each other, as the tailgate was coming to the close, and we're like, we're just going to do this for every Philly, Baltimore, DC, and Pittsburgh game because they're right there in that area of us. We can easily do that, and we can easily get all the fan clubs in the surrounding areas to all this because there's a lot of Miami Dolphins fan clubs in the Northern Virginia, West Virginia, DC, Maryland, PA. I mean, just lots of Dolphins fan clubs. So we were like, let's get them involved and we'll do it like this. And so starting, I don't know, Ryan, when did we start doing the legwork on this year's tailgate tour? Probably 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Well,
we were talking about it before the season ended last year.
We were.
Yeah. I'd say as soon as the opponents for the year were announced, that's when we started doing the verbal legwork. Talking everything out. I'd say it's the physical legwork. I would say we started that
2 months ago.
I'd say we started the physical legwork for the playoff game.
Yeah, that's
really
true. Yeah. So it's been months
we
in the
just
work. That's all people really
we kicked it into overdrive about 2 months ago, but we really started doing everything in this in January.
Yep. So what we decided to do was, all right, we're going to do Baltimore again. We're going to do DC again, and we're going to do DC, and we're going to do Philadelphia, and Allie's from Philadelphia, and we'll get into that in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down the awesome, amazing stuff that we have on Tailgreeter and kind of break down what's going to happen, what's going to come with it, and you're going to be very surprised. And our prices are going to be competitive on the tailgate, and they're going to surpass and beat the competition on third-party market sites. So we're going to get into that, and we're going to start in Baltimore. So Baltimore was a awesome and amazing thing. This is on Tailgreeter's website. If you guys want to download the app, it's free, doesn't cost anything. I'm going to type in Baltimore Beatdown to show you how simple this is. And what's going to happen is you're going to see this, and you're going to see an amazing Baltimore Beatdown logo here. So we're going to click on it. And when we click on it, we're going to see it says free event at the bottom. So, you can pay attention to that, but we're going to show you why. So Saturday night, we're going to be doing a meet and greet again. We're going to be doing this at Jimmy's Famous Seafood, which is in Baltimore. And we're going to be doing the same exact thing. We're going to have the place up top, the full bar. We're going to have Solo D perform. We're going to have the live podcast. We are going to do everything: prizes, giveaways, raffles, you name it.
It's New Year's Eve, baby.
It's New Year's Eve. Well, this will be the night before New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so right. It'll be the night before New Year's on the Saturday night meet and greet. So that is free. All we ask you to do is that when you buy your tickets for everything, that you just get an RSVP for free through the Tailgreeter portal here. So that way we know, hey, look, this is how many people are coming and what we're planning on doing. So make sure you get your Saturday night meet and greet RSVP through Tailgreeter. And even if you don't buy the tailgate and tickets through us, which you're going to.
You should. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You're going to come to the meet and greet. It's going to be awesome. So do that through here. Now, let's get into a little bit of the tailgate this year. So the tailgate this year is going to be absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, it's going to beat the price that we had last year.
Yep.
And it's also, we got some other things that are added to last year that are even going to be better. So I have heard it through a little birdie, that Jimmy's Famous Seafood has what they call tailgate. It is a huge tailgate 2 blocks away from the stadium underneath the bridge. They have a huge stage. If you want to know what the stage looks like, here, check that out. You can see right there on the right, Solo D performing on that stage in front of 150 Dolphins fans. We took over the Baltimore tailgate stage, and they're like, oh, this is a Baltimore tailgate? Well, let's kind of be honest. We had our own VIP section right next to the stage with our own personal bartender and access to all the amazing food there. So it's our own VIP section inside of this awesome, amazing tailgate that has food, third-party vendors, and also a gaming lab. If you want to go in and play video games and stuff, they have all that there. It's awesome. It's absolutely amazing. The setup is for real. It's good stuff, and it's 2 blocks away from the stadium. Now, what is included with it? You get all you can eat and all you can drink for the Baltimore game, right, Ryan? Everything is covered. Now,
everything's covered.
Last year, we did not have an under 16 option. If you brought a kid to the game, you had to pay full price. That was the deal that we had last year. So this year, when we were sitting there with Jimmy's, we said, hey, look, we need to have this year. We need to have an under 16 option. So this year, we have an under 16 tailgate only option for $40 per guest. $40 per guest. So if you want to bring a kid to this event, it's $40. The tailgate alone is $100. Now, there's no on this event, because of the way that it's set up, you have to purchase the $100. There's no non-alcoholic and alcohol setup. So it's $100 for the tailgate. And by the way, crab cakes, everything, awesome.
Last year we had a raw oyster bar.
Oh my God, the setup was right. And so this year you got the under 16 option, which we did not have last year, which is great. And then last year we we had tickets in the upper deck. Now we got about 65 of them all together, and they were a little expensive, more than we wanted to pay to sit in the last 3 rows of the stadium. But we were together. We had a good time, right, Ryan? It was fun. We saw the greatest comeback in Miami Dolphins history in that game, right?
A beatdown.
Greatest comeback of the season last year.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Well, this year, Miami Sports Music and Tailgreeter have partnered up with Lime, our new sponsor of the show. And Lime is absolutely amazing because what they are providing to us is an awesome experience for our fans. So at all of our games this year, especially in Baltimore, we are offering an upper level ticket option and a lower level ticket option. And they beat the third-party ticket sites. Last night, Ryan and I were on the phone for, 6 hours. We were at every stadium going through, okay, what are the prices on the third-party ticket sites? You know, we went to SeatGeek, we went to Ticketmaster, we did all of them, like 4 or 5 of them. And the prices surpass everything there, which is great. So the upper level ticket that we have an option to is absolutely amazing. It's $100 for an upper level ticket to the game. Last year, by the way, it's not going to be the last 3 rows either, just so y'all know. Last year, for the last 3 rows of the stadium, we spent, what was it, $160 for people were buying tickets, or $150?
I think it's $150.
$150 last year for the ticket. So we decreased the price by $50 this year, and you're getting better tickets on the upper level. How awesome is that, right? So we're going to have 2 or 3 sections up top on the Dolphins sideline, actually Dolphins end zone, Dolphins sideline up top. And directly below us will be the lower level, which will be cool. And it's $100 per ticket. You're not going to beat that anywhere for the Dolphins-Ravens game. You're just not. That game's going to be one of the hottest games of the year. It's going to be great.
Not temperature-wise, mind you.
No, that's good. No,
so dress warm.
Yeah, man. It's going to be great. Now, by the way, I just want to remind you all, the prices you are seeing for all this is the pre-sale option. That is only good for till the end of this month. The prices will go up at the end of this month because our prices go up at the end of this month. So we made a deal with everybody that if we got 3 weeks, of being able to do quote unquote pre-sales, this will be the price for up until the end of the month. At the end of the month, next month on the 1st, prices go up. So if you want to get your tickets, buy them today. It's already live on the Tailgreeter app. I know I said it was going to be 1 o'clock live. It's live now. You can go to Tailgreeter and do it now. And so that's the upper level. The lower level ticket, you're going to love this. The lower level ticket, for an extra $125 to $225, you get a lower level ticket behind the Dolphins sideline, in the adjacent to the Dolphins end zone sideline. It's awesome. You're not going to beat a Ravens Dolphins ticket lower level at $225 that close to the bench. You're just not going to do it. We looked last night, didn't we, Ryan? We searched hard.
Exhaustively looked.
We're like, we got to make sure this beats all 95% of the price.
Most of them that we were seeing were going for $350, $400.
Yep.
And that's before all the Ticketmaster fees and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so there's no fees on our site. When you buy your ticket through Tailgreeter, there'll be a small transaction fee of like $5, but it's only for the transaction. You don't have any ticket service fees. You don't have anything. The price you see is the price you get minus the transaction fee, which is like $5 or $6 that Tailgreeter is for their, card, whatever. So that's awesome. So here's the other thing. So these are great prices at the pre-sale prices that you're not going to beat, but you can buy bundle packages with us. A upper level bundle package, which is a ticket to the tailgate and a ticket to the game. Remember, a ticket to the tailgate on its own, $100. A ticket to the game, $100 in the upper level. If you buy the bundle before the end of the month, it's $185. You're not beating that. Allie, You're not beating that everywhere. Anywhere.
Absolutely not.
It was $150 for one ticket last year. We got the ticket to the tailgate and the game for $185.
And all you can eat and all you can drink.
Come on now. I'm trying to tell y'all. This is great. All right. And a lower level ticket to the game is $300. $300 gets you a ticket to the game. By the way, a ticket to the game on its own, $225 on the lower level. Save you about $25 in the bundle. And you get the tailgate right there with it. You can't beat it. It's awesome. So we have bundles. You could just buy your tailgate. You can just buy your tickets. You can buy the tailgate and the ticket. You can do an upper level. You can do a lower level. And we also have under 16, which we did not have last year, for $40 per head.
But wait a second, Steven.
But wait, there's more. No.
What do we do if we want to ride to the tailgate?
So the one thing that we couldn't do this week is because we're partnering up with hotels, just so everybody knows, for all 3 cities. But with the cities, we couldn't get the hotel prices set yet, which Ryan is going to do that today, Monday or Tuesday. Get all that. He's going to get the offers from all the hotels that we're considering in all the cities. We'll make the decision mid next week. By the end of next week, we will have a ticket link for whatever hotel we decide to use in each city. And by the way, we're going to do a cheaper price hotel link and a fancier hotel ticket link, but we're going to make sure that those hotels are somewhat adjacent to each other. Because what you're going to be able to do is we are going to have a bus or a shuttle to the game from the hotel to the game and back, right from Jimmy's Famous Seafood's tailgate, right in front of it. And you'll be able to buy a ticket just like the MetLife Takeover. You get a ticket from Slattery's to MetLife and back for $50. We're going to be doing the same exact thing. So we will have about 150 bus or shuttle tickets in Baltimore for people to purchase to get from the hotel to the game, back to the hotel. And I'll tell you right now, last year to get an Uber from the hotel that Ryan was staying at to the game was what, $75 to get to the stadium, and back was like 100. So it was almost 200.
Oh, it was
to take Uber.
It was like 100, and it was like 130 to get back after the game.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So we won't have the bus tickets available till we know what hotel we're going to use. But once we do, we're going to put that up on the website, and you'll be able to get a bus ticket added on to all of this. And you would just probably add $50. We haven't put it up yet because we're going to see if we can get it cheaper depending on the hotel, but $50 is probably what it's going to be. So we're trying to get the best prices for you guys. That's what we're trying to do. And by the way, that's going to come with coffee and Krispy Kremes in Philadelphia. Here, I think we're going to be doing like a local bakery that Baltimore has. I know we're going to be doing stuff in DC the same way too. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. All right. So that's Baltimore. All right.
Woo!
Same exact thing as last year.
Who's excited for Baltimore?
Baltimore Beatdown 2023 is going to be awesome. All right, next, let's go to where are we headed to next, Ryan?
Next on the list, I think we were going to head off to Washington, D.C.
All right, we're going to
the nation's capital.
So I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to put the FedEx Takeover. Allie's like, I'm only doing the PhillyPhinvasion stuff. That's all right. Allie knows how hard we work. I
do know how hard you work, and I know what your experience looks like, and it's going to be hard to top what you guys did in Baltimore last year. It was so dope.
Wait till you see.
We already did with the prices. I can't believe we got the prices that we got this year.
I know.
Last year.
Yeah.
All right, same exact thing. FedEx Takeover is what we're doing in Washington, D.C. The prices are a hell of a lot cheaper in Washington than Baltimore, Philadelphia, for many reasons.
Because as our ticket rep said, the Commanders suck.
They do. Ticket rep was like, gonna have no problem getting these at a really good deal. I was like, okay, awesome. So here's the awesome thing. So we're doing a Saturday night meet and greet. Location to be determined, but we think that we're going to have that set in stone hopefully by this afternoon, Ryan. And when we do, we'll drop the announcement on social media and it'll be great. So we're doing a Saturday night meet and greet there. So be prepared for that. All right. Now
also be prepared. Still can't confirm yet. There is the possibility of something in the daytime on Saturday as well in Washington, D.C.
We're potentially gonna be doing a awesome family fun charity event Saturday afternoon in DC. And it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be good stuff. So
still just got to iron out those details.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. All right, so going to the FedEx Takeover, the tailgate. We have a tailgate with alcohol and a tailgate with no alcohol ticket with this with the DC or with the FedEx Takeover. We couldn't do that with the other two locations, but we were able to do that here in DC for the people that don't drink and the people that do drink. So the non-alcohol ticket for the all you can drink and all you can eat. And by the way, when I say all you can drink and all you can eat, I'm not just talking burgers, hot dogs, bratwurst, although that's going to be there. We're talking like we're getting fish and shrimp tacos, pupusas, right, Ryan? We're going to have that there.
Getting some pupusas.
We're going to have breakfast sandwiches for the people that get there first thing in the morning. We got it all taken care of. And we're going to have a bartender there. We're going to have live DJ there. We're going to have a special performance from our live DJ in Solo D. By the way, Solo D and DJ Sick Turtle are going to be live at all of these. It's going to be great in some way, shape, or form. So we got them at all the events. But to go back to Tailgreeter here, the non-alcohol ticket is $65. The non-alcohol ticket for the all you can drink and all you can eat. Now, this is about a 10-minute walk to the stadium. It's off the stadium property, but it's a 10-minute walk to the stadium. Actually, Tailgreeter told me it's an 8-minute walk. So 10-minute walk from the stadium is what it says on Google. That's what I'm going with. So well, that's awesome. So the $65 per ticket for non-alcohol comes with all you can drink, all you can eat to the game. It's great. Or 3 hours before the game. It's great. If you want alcohol, it's $85. Now, remember, these prices are the pre-sale price. They will go up on the 1st, okay? And if you want a ticket to the game, a pre-sale upper-level ticket to the game is $90. I'm going to say it again. If you want a ticket to go see the Commanders and the Dolphins, $90, you're going to be sitting with all Dolphins fans. Just saying. Just saying. It's going to be great. And if you want a ticket to the lower level, it's $150. And that is by the way, this is all on the Miami Dolphins side of the stadium, corner end zone, like the 10-yard line is where we got all these tickets. So great seats. I'm super stoked about it. $150 lower level ticket, $90 upper level ticket. If you want a bundle, an upper level bundle, it's $165. You're saving, a few dollars there. And
now the bundles are only available with the all you can eat, all you can drink alcohol ticket.
Yeah. And so, but that's fine. And then if you want a ticket to the game in the lower level and the tailgate, it's $225 per person. Which is great, man. This is great. Okay. Now, by the way, I know I'm talking a lot here. I know there's a lot of information that we're bringing your way. Just go to Tailgreeter, download the app, and then you're going to search the game you want to go to. The PhillyPhinvasion, the FedEx Takeover, or the Baltimore Beatdown. You'll just type it into the search bar, and you can see all this. But we wanted to be able to talk about it this morning on the show because we just wanted somebody to have that info if they were an audio person. And I'm do better if I listen instead of looking. I think this is going to be a great setup. We're super excited about it. We are also going to have the same setup. We're going to be doing a Saturday night meet and greet. We just don't know where yet. And we're going to be having a shuttle or a bus option to and from the airport, or excuse me, from the hotel to the game and back. So that's going to be awesome.
Steven, you forgot one ticket price.
What did I forget? Oh,
you forgot our under 16. Okay.
So in DC, we also have an under 16 ticket price. It's $10. If you want to bring your little one to the game that's under 16, just pay an extra $10 and they can come and they can have all you can eat and all you can drink. Non-alcohol, by the way, just so you all know. I think they knew that, though. But they do have that hot food. They do have that $10 for kids, which is great. So I'm super stoked about that. All right. That's it for DC, right? Ryan?
Yes. We are going to do the same thing with Baltimore. We're going to have some form of shuttle or bus or something from the hotel to the stadium. But yes, and back.
Now, the last event on our wonderful, awesome, amazing tailgate tour with Tailgreeter in Miami Sports Music this year is called the Philly PhillyPhinvasion with a PH. Invasion. In Miami this year, or in Philadelphia this year. One of the big things, Allie's one of my best friends. And so she probably, her and Ryan probably duke it out, and a couple of other people, solo included. Jason Sarney's probably up there and a few other people.
There can only be one number one.
There can only be number one. Look, just you guys.
You can have him, Allie.
There's plenty of Steven for everyone to go around. Just so everybody.
There is.
I literally mean that. Anyways, so I said, Al, I was like, you're from this area. You got to be a part of this.
Yeah,
I'm
finally coming home.
Allie runs her own fan club called the Southwest Florida Fan Club.
Mm-hmm. Because this is home now.
Yep, this is home now.
But home is where the heart is sometimes.
So, Allie, what was this like kind of putting this together with us? By the way, Ryan and I went up to Philadelphia last Saturday to like scout for like 7 hours. We went to 15 different places. But what is this like for you being able to do this in your hometown, Allie?
So thank you guys for letting me be involved because yes, so I've never actually been to a Dolphins game in Philly. And so I'm actually from like the northern part of like the Lehigh Valley area. So big shout out to the Lehigh Valley fan club. Those are my people. So I grew up there my whole life, but I lived in Philly for 6 years during pharmacy school. So I've never actually been to a Dolphins game in Philadelphia. And so this is exciting because it's my first time. And so I said, you know what, honestly, like if we're going to do this, let's just go all out and give the best experience possible. So I knew once you guys asked me to come on, I'm like, yes, like I'm definitely going to be involved in this because I want it to be incredible, and it will be. Wait till you guys hear all about this.
So we went to a couple of different places for the Saturday night meet and greet, and we went to Miller's Ale House, which is literally 6 minutes away from the stadium, right next to the shipyard. And we are going to be having a dope ass party at Miller's Ale House on Saturday night, the night before the Sunday night matchup. Okay. And it's
it's gonna be awesome.
It's free. It doesn't cost anything to come. We're making it free. Okay. It's from 6 to 9. And the really awesome thing about that is it'll be at Miller's Ale House. It'll have live DJ at DJ Sick Turtle. We'll have the live podcast there, which will be great. We will have a limited Miami themed menu that they are specially making for us. And by the way, it's in a very safe area too. I know a lot of people are a little skeptical about coming to Philly, but understand we thought about all of this while setting all of this up. Where we are at is in the shipyard. It was dead where we were at when we went there. And they're like, look, this is great. This is a great area here. A lot of the people from the shipyard are here. You get a lot of fans of other teams in here. It's great. And so we're going to have that pretty much that whole restaurant to ourselves. We're expecting 200 people to show up to this thing. And it's going to be great because limited menu, Miami themed menu, and you just show up and it's free. If you don't want to spend any money, you don't have to spend any money. And we're going to have door prizes, and we're going to have raffle prizes, and Allie's going to be there. Dolph Freaky's going to be there. There's
and all the local fan clubs are coming out. I think everyone is so excited to have something local finally.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is after we finish this up, I'm going to talk about briefly the local fan clubs that we've worked with in each city who have been nothing but gracious with helping us, because there's about 3 fan clubs in the PA area that have just been absolutely amazing. And Ryan knows more, got more info on that than I do, because we were all working together, but it was just so much we had to delegate and do stuff. But all right, that's the Saturday night meet and greet. It's free. We just ask you to RSVP through Tailgreeter. Okay. Now, this is going to be the hottest ticket of the year in the NFL, according to my ticket broker. He said this will be a top 5 ticket in the NFL this year, this game. So I need you all to remember, this is already going to be an expensive game. Just putting that in y'all's mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I will tell you, Ryan and I spent an hour and a half on this game alone last night on all the third-party ticket sites, and we beat all of their prices by a mile. By a mile. Okay? So understand this is going to be the hottest ticket. It's a Sunday night football game. It's Jalen Hurts versus Tua. It's week 7. This is going to be the matchup of all matchups this year for the Dolphins. It's going to be great. This team was in the Super Bowl last year. It's Philadelphia. It's going to be great. So the ticket prices are a lot different than DC and a lot different than Baltimore. And rightfully so. They should be. Okay. So the tailgate is $100. That's the same as the Baltimore ticket. Okay. All you can drink, all you can eat. It is an exclusive Miami Dolphins tailgate. We are not partnered up with anybody. We are doing our own tailgate. This is so awesome. We are going to have amazing food and drink that I'm super excited on that. What's included? We're going to have Philly cheesesteaks, mini Cubans, croquettes, beef empanadas, house-made guava pastries, hoagies, chicken, tomato pies, Philly pretzels. Allie was very adamant that we had to have
that.
And we got it.
And much more. There'll be an open bar with a variety of clear and dark liquors, assorted beer, hard seltzers, soda, water, and we will also have a special Miami-themed cocktail. We'll have full bartenders on hand. This is going to be great, okay? It's going to be great, all right? Live music provided by DJ Sick Turtle. You'll get a DWA and Tailgreeter gift bag, which will be great. We'll have long games there, and it's 1 block away from the stadium.
Yep.
It's literally looking at the stadium. It's 1 block away. You cannot beat it. And we have security on both sides of the street. It is a safe location. We said it's a college party atmosphere. I know a lot of people are not necessarily going to bring kids, and we don't expect a lot of kids, if any at all, to come to this game. But just understand this is going to be as safe as environment as we can make it. We got security on both sides. We're 1 block away. It is a Sunday night game. The tailgate will open up 4 hours before the game. Kickoff's at 8:20. Tailgate will start around 4 o'clock. And it's going to be awesome. And we will also have a bus from the hotel to the tailgate and back. So we got you set up in those places too. So you don't have to worry about parking or getting there or anything like that.
Safety first.
We got you on all that. Okay. We got that. We'll have access to the bus stuff early next week on Tailgreeter. Now, an upper level ticket to the game is $225. You're not beating that. What did we see last night for upper level tickets? A majority of them were $350.
Yeah.
On Ticketmaster, on SeatGeek. We beat them by a mile. I promise you, these are the best tickets you're going to get for this game. The prices for these tickets will go up significantly come the 1st of next month. If you want tickets to this game, get them now. You are not going to see cheaper prices than this for this game. It will not happen. It's a Sunday night game. It's prime time. Let both those teams have winning records, which I assume they both will, especially with the way our schedule is going to set up.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Okay? Make sure y'all do that. All right? If you want a upper level pre-sale ticket bundle, it's $300. It includes the tailgate. It includes the ticket to the game. $300, you get a ticket to the game and you get an all you can eat and all you can drink tailgate. You're not beating that in Philadelphia.
You can't beat that.
No.
You're not going to. I'm telling you, you're not. Best tailgate ticket there is and ticket bundle. It's great. And then a lower level ticket to the game is $315. But we are right at the tunnel where the Miami Dolphins come out. We're right there on the lower level, right at the tunnel where the visiting team comes out. That's where our tickets are. You're not beating that for $315. You're not going to do it. I dare you to go try. Because we tried last night. Trust me, Brian and I tried last night for a good hour. We couldn't do it. Couldn't find it. And a lower bundle ticket in tailgate is $400. And that gets you all you can drink, all you can eat to the game, or to tailgate to the game, and a ticket to the game in the lower level. You're just not beating it. You're not beating it. We're very proud of all three tailgates, but especially of this one. The day before, we're going to go to Pat's and Gino's at noon on Saturday, and we're going to, take over that little Pat's and Gino's and do a big pitcher at Pat's and Gino's at noon on Saturday. And then Saturday night, we'll do the meet and greet at Miller's Ale House. And it's awesome, man. I am exhausted. I was up till 3 a.m. last night with Ryan, getting a lot of this stuff into the computer, finishing up the pricing because we were on the phone with the ticket broker for an hour last night, or the ticket rep last night for an hour. It's a lot. And I put in a lot of time and effort into this. And I promise you all on everything, to the people that went to the Baltimore Beatdown last year, and Allie was one of them, as not as a person who she's affiliating herself with us because she saw how awesome the Baltimore Beatdown was. And if that is what our level is, we just don't want a regular tailgate. We want the experience for you guys. And that's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great. I'm excited about it. I am super stoked.
Can't wait.
I am super stoked. Guys, go to Tailgreeter today. Download the app. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure you guys go download the app today. A couple other things I want to speak about before we go on to the rest of the show, and I let these wonderful, amazing people go. We couldn't have done this without the help and the support of the local fan clubs in all these areas. So we'll start out with PA. Ryan and Allie, talk about a little bit about the local PA groups there in Philly, near Philly.
So I'll talk about my hometown fan club, Lehigh Valley fan club. So it wasn't in existence when I lived there, and I've reached out a couple of times and I said, like, hey, I'm interested in helping you guys grow, because like that's still a part of my heart, and I have so many friends there, and like in my travels and like at tailgate and everything, like I get a lot of people coming through from Pennsylvania, and I'm like, oh my God, like there are plenty of Pennsylvania fan clubs to go through. And so the Lehigh Valley Club is located in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, which is where my husband grew up, and my in-laws still live there. And I'm from the neighboring town, Easton. So they have their watch parties at the local brewery, Birthright Brewing Company. And so that's part of our surprise too. And I'm not going to spoil it yet, but that brewery is going to be involved in some of our Philly shenanigans. So I'm very, very excited to get those guys involved.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Ryan, you want to talk about the other fan clubs that we've worked with in PA? Ryan's working, just so everybody knows.
The other 2 fan clubs we have that we're working with in Pennsylvania are the Miami Dolphins fan club of York, Pennsylvania. They are one of our oldest fan clubs. They've been in existence since '95. And then great bunch of guys. And then the Lancaster fan club in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, FinVation.
Yeah. Ryan's working and also talking on the show. I love it. I love it.
Sorry, I'm at work, so I'm multitasking.
It's all good,
but
man.
yeah, okay. Sorry. But yeah, so we've been working with Dan, with FinFan, with York, and with Don over in Lanco. They've both been providing a lot of Don Coons. Yep, they've both been providing a lot of good feedback and intel for us, and helping a lot with getting all this set up. And it's going to be a lot of fun with them.
And we're going to be working with all 3 of those. And if you have a fan club and you're interested in getting a group to come to any of these events, contact us and we will see about trying to work with the bus companies that we're affiliated with these, about maybe getting a bus to come pick you guys up wherever you guys live at in the United States, come back up here to the game, and then driving you back after the game. And I know the Triangle Fins fan club in North Carolina is doing that. They're getting a bus. They are coming up to the DC, to the FedEx Takeover, and I think there's going to be like 40 or 50 of them. Yeah. And I'm super stoked about it. All the hotels, all right, just so everybody knows that's listening, end of next week, we will have all the hotels for every city. We will have a cheap version of the hotel and a nicer version of the hotel. I don't want to say more expensive, although it will be, but I understand it'll be. I know some people are worried about the money and making it work, and I get that, and I understand that, respect that. So Ryan and I are making it known that we want to have 2 options for you as far as hotels are concerned. And so we're going to make that, and we're going to make them close to each other. And we're going to be doing that in DC, Baltimore, and Philadelphia. That will be there at the end of next week. Whenever we do that, Ryan and I will get back uphill. We'll promote the hotels. We'll have the links for you, because we're not selling the hotels through Tailgreeter. We're just working directly with the hotel, and we're going to let you do it all through them. And then you can buy the bus transport from the hotel to here on Tailgreeter, though. And that will be an add-on whenever we figure out what the hotel is. So I want to remind you about that. Now, Baltimore, we are working with DJ Sick Turtle and the Maryland Dolphin fan club. That's right there in Gainbrils, Maryland. There's about 40 or 50 of them there. And then obviously we've worked with the Valley Fanatics with Ryan Keeling, Angel Ortiz. Shout out to Angel Ortiz, who is a part of that beautiful and illustrious fan club that you guys have out there. It's been great. And the DC fan club is fared in there too. And then for the FedEx Takeover, you have the Valley Fanatics, the DC fan club, the Maryland fan club, and the Nova fan club, Northern Virginia fan club. And they've all been absolutely amazing throughout this entire process. And I'm excited that they're all going to be working with us, and it's going to be a beautiful and wonderful thing. And I'm super excited about it. It's going to be great.
I can't wait. Why is it so far away?
I know.
It's only May.
This has been a lot of time and effort and energy onto a lot of this stuff. And I'm proud of it. I'm super proud of it.
You should be.
And I can't wait for it to go down. Shake Money. Can't wait for Doll Freaky's event next month. Looking forward to seeing you in the blender. Tell us a little bit about the Beach Bash.
Oh, yes. So I'm like so deep in planning, like the same way that you guys are with this, just constant work, constant planning. So yeah, come June 10th, we're going to be out at Lazy Springs Recreation Park. It's pretty close to Lehigh Acres, Florida, if you guys are familiar with Southwest Florida at all. But we're basically taking over this ATV park, and it's going to be incredible. They have a beautiful lake there, like crystal clear water, very safe swimming area there. And then also you can off-road ATV. We're going to be camping overnight. So, feel free to bring your RVs, your tents, come stay with us overnight. We're going to have campfires, s'mores, drinking, food, party all weekend long. So I can't wait. Feel free to bring your jet skis, kayaks, whatever you want to do. Like they basically are like, just you guys are free to do whatever you want. There's just one rule, no glass. And so, yeah, feel free to come out. If you have any questions about Beach Bash, please reach out. You can also look at the Southwest Florida Dolphin Club social media handles on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for all of that information. And we are also working with Tailgreeter on our event. So if you search Southwest Florida Dolphin Club in Tailgreeter's search bar, you can also find our event that way.
Ryan getting his truck started while you're promoting your thing. How rude, Ryan. Like, what's your priority?
I'm muted.
Your job or this show? Come on now, get your priorities straight.
We're always multitasking, working and planning, and it never ends.
I do want to say this. So all of our spouses, we have to give a big shout out to all three of them. Because they have heard us on a cell phone conversation for hours this week. And my wife has literally walked in. She goes, Ryan or Allie, which one are you talking to? And I'm like, both at the same time.
Yeah. My wife has literally ditched me 3 times this week to just go out to the bar to get away from us on the phone.
And we're always talking when I'm trying to put the kids to bed, and the kids are screaming in the background, and I'm on the phone while I'm tucking them into bed.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
We need to give big shout out. So I will start with my wife, Tamika. Thank you very much. I could not have done this without your support, and you have been this last week. She has been huge. I've been pretty much sitting at this desk working all week since Saturday, since we came back from Philly. I've been like doing stuff and putting all these tailgates and stuff together. So I want to give a big shout out to my wife, Tamika, and I'll let you two know. Say what you're going to say.
Shout out to Dolph Freaky Security, Jared. He's so over my crap, really. He's just over it.
I love Jared though, and Jared loves us, but Jared is the man.
He does, like, he knows that this is my passion, and like this Philly thing is like my passion project for the year. And I told him it's my priority game, and it's our chance to go back home and for him to see his parents and for us to bring the kids up to the Lehigh Valley and everything. So he understands why this is very important to me. And so, with all things, he's always just like my right-hand man with it. So thank you.
Ryan.
Shout out to my wife, Nikki. She is really I don't know. Every time I question why I'm putting myself through this torture, she's just there to remind me why I'm doing this and that it's worth it.
It's worth it.
And convincing me to stick it out. This has been a torturous couple of months on these phone calls.
Not all of it. Come on, guys.
No, but man, come on, man. 6 hours on the phone. Come on.
Yesterday we were literally on the phone.
Come on.
But most of the work is done and well in advance.
We still have we still have to finish up with 2 of the venues for the meet and greet, which are pretty much set in stone. We just have to sign whatever. And then we have to get the hotel situation set up. But everything
else,
then
we can relax and enjoy the product of the work.
I know.
I can't
it's
wait.
Gonna be good.
It's
going to be good. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ryan and Allie, for coming on to this morning. We spent an hour talking about this pretty much, but we knew that it would. We knew we'd be talking a long time. If you all want to go to the DC, I was about to call it the FedEx Takeover, the Baltimore Beatdown, or the PhillyPhinvasion, please download the Tailgreeter app. It's free. It does not cost anything. Tailgreeter app is the way to go on this. It is how you are going to get access to the most awesome tailgate and most awesome game tickets around. And I'm super, super stoked about it. This pre-sale, the prices that you saw, they are going away in 3 weeks. All the prices of all 3 of the tailgates are going up. I promise you, buy your stuff now because the prices are only going to get more and more expensive. Just buy your stuff now. Get it over with. That way you don't have to worry.
Question.
Yeah.
Question for you. Sorry. because I got briefly distracted with a work call there. Did you mention the attire that we discussed for Philadelphia?
Oh no, we didn't. So we felt that it would be fitting
Then do it.
to have an orange out. So if all Dolphins can wear orange, that way we can stand out against the dark green and the white in Philadelphia. We can stand out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Orange out in Philadelphia.
Like
Orange out.
In
orange wig, ready to go.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. Orange out.
Why would the price of the tailgate go up? I'll tell you exactly why. Because we're working with all three vendors. If that Sunday, that Ravens game gets flexed, we don't want to change the price too much. So we made it really cheap now, what it should have been to the beginning, so that if it goes up, we still save money on the back end. And we don't have to increase your price if it goes to a prime time game. And I can tell you right now, and I didn't mention this, but Baltimore has hinted to me, Jimmy's Famous Seafood, that there could be a huge recording artist. And I'm not talking about Solo D. Okay. Solo D is a big recording artist. No offense to Solo, but I'm talking about like big time recording artists at the Miami tailgate, at that tailgate. So I'm just telling you, get your tickets to that tailgate because it's no doubt awesome. And I'm super stoked about it. Yeah. I ain't got nothing else on this. I got somebody in the back, my brother from another mother, Jason, who's waiting to come on. He's like, what are y'all doing on this show? Okay. In fact, Jason wants to say hello to you real quick, Allie.
I'm been waiting for a half hour. Hi, Jason.
What's up,
Are you kidding me? I'm loving this. I got my travel plans. I got everything ready to roll here. I'm doing my due diligence, listening to you all talk about Philly and everything else. Ryan, Allie, terrific work. Steven, obviously, I know you work like there's 27 hours in the day and you work 29 of them, but you guys crushing it. And I can't wait for this season. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I love you both. Y'all are the best. Go work. Go do something, Allie. I don't know what you're doing.
I need a nap. Yeah.
So does Ryan and I.
Ryan. Yeah, I need a nap.
Don't nap at work, though, Ryan.
Real quick.
You can't do that.
Ryan
I will not.
Until 3 a.m. after being on the phone for 6 hours. And by the way, that was the last phone call was 6 hours. That doesn't include the 3 prior phone calls earlier in the day. But the last phone call was 6 hours, and he had to wake up at 5:30. So I get up. I'm planning this. I'm like, are you going to be ready to go this morning? He's like, I was up at 5:30 a.m. I was like, well, you went to bed at 3. He's like, I know.
But first, coffee.
I don't drink coffee anymore. At least not the caffeinated coffee. I'm all on natural energy.
Wow. I need some of that. I'm going for the coffee right now.
Hey, Ryan, Allie's going to share all that info with the Tailgreeter links that are live right now on all their social media. Matter of fact, before they do anything, before you go back to work, you guys are going to share those links on all your social media sites. And then then you're allowed to go take a nap and go take a break. Okay? Okay?
Take a break. I'm not taking a break.
I love you guys. You guys are the best.
Love you guys.
We'll see y'all. Peace.
Have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy. Yo, man.
I know.
You did it.
What's up?
Now we just got to get there and have fun and get a W. But you already put a W up. So congratulations on the completion of putting this out and getting the package out to the public. Yeah, the last 24 hours has been a whirlwind, specifically the last 12, logistically, travel-wise. But lots to talk about. Philly pretzels and pupusas, baby.
I know, bro.
I'm excited.
I'm telling you, there's so much work that goes into all these. I know somebody was saying it's a money grab. It's not.
It's a business,
really
dude.
Like
it's a business. It's giving everyone an opportunity.
Last year, and I didn't even mention this, but last year at the Baltimore tailgate, I got Richmond Webb. We made a deal together, and it was wonderful. He signed 100 8x11 autographs that I had designed. That was part of your tailgate ticket. I know I'm going in and out. So the internet's probably like,
I thought you were pausing for drama.
I've been on my computer for 3 days. Say what?
I thought you were pausing for drama on that. I'm like,
no,
I've
been on the phone for 3 days. I've been on this computer for like 3 straight days, and it's probably like it needs a nap.
You need a nap. It's like you deserve a nap.
I'm exhausted. You have no idea. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I just got a text from this gentleman, NorCal Dolphin, the one who puts together Fan Club Weekend. He is coming on next week to tell us about Fan Club Weekend. He's going to drop the news and all the info for Fan Club Weekend in Miami on Clock Blockers next week. If you've never been to Fan Club Weekend, let me tell you, you got to go. If you're going to go to 2 games this year, go to Fan Club Weekend in Miami and go to one of our tailgates. That's what you got to do. It's awesome. If you're going to go to 3, go to our stuff, any one of the 3 of our tailgates, the Fan Club Weekend down in Miami, and the MetLife Takeover up in New York. Dolphins NYC do absolutely an amazing job, and I love being part of this world, man. I love being part of the Miami Dolphins fans, and I love it. I love this family with a PH. I love it. It's good stuff.
It's a great time. I mean, it's a great time because all of us out-of-towners, even Miamians and Floridians alike, are planning their travel, as mentioned. And ironically, just the way that things play out for me selfishly, and you guys, of course, I'm going to be at more road games within a 2.5-hour drive than I will be going down to Miami on a 2.5-hour flight. So I'm excited. It looks like I'll be getting down to about 3 Hard Rock games at the very minimum. And then, every one of your tailgates I will be at and can't wait for. And obviously the MetLife Takeover at minimum. So really looking forward to getting to live football this year.
I got to figure out how I'm going to make the MetLife Takeover work just because of the day, but I think a lot of us are trying to figure that out with family and everything. But the goal is to definitely be there.
What I'm trying to figure out is how to open up my house in Philly for some Dolph family, because I'm thinking of turning this into a weekend frat house for a little throwback party.
Hey man,
if I could maybe
throw in
the missus.
Throw in $100. Throw in $100, $200, whatever. You'll have all you can eat, all you can drink the whole weekend. You'll be good to go.
Unfortunately, the Philly neighbors around me have already been egging and toilet papering my home. But
how dare they? How dare they?
We'll be okay. No, they're not that bad.
We will announce Fan Club Weekend on this show next Tuesday or Wednesday. Shout out to that guy. Here's my hot take for season. All 4 teams in the AFC East will make the playoffs for the first time in NFL history.
No, the Patriots won't. But the other 3, man.
All right.
Patriots won't. I think they're going to fall. I like the take, but I think the Patriots are going to have a miserable season. That's my hot take.
I hope that Mike Gesicki scores all the touchdowns for them and they go 0-16.
That's going to hurt. It is going to hurt watching him play there. But what can he do?
All right. So let's get into what is the schedule for the Miami Dolphins. So yesterday, yesterday was such a big day for many, many reasons. But one of them was we need to figure out what the Dolphins are going to do for their schedule. So a couple of schedule notes to talk about before we dive into the schedule. Okay, we're going to do a deep dive into it. Daniel Oyefusi retweeted this morning some things that I think are really, really good. Miami has 2 weeks with less rest than their opponent. Only 5 teams have fewer. Very interesting. Miami has 2 weeks with less rest than their opponent, which means that they're going to play on a short week and their opponent will have played on full rest. 2 weeks this year. Only 5 teams have fewer than that. Miami has 2 short weeks. Only 5 teams have fewer. Miami is one of 9 teams with 3 straight home games this year at some point during the season. And Miami will not play a team coming off a bye week this year. They will not play any team coming off a bye week this year. Lewis asked, Stephen, what games are you coming to this year? I'll be at opening weekend. I'll be at fan club weekend, and I'll probably be at 2 or 3 other games. I'm just not sure yet. I wanted to go to the Cowboys game, but that Cowboys game is when is that Cowboys game?
The 24th. That's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. I don't know if
I will be there because I'll be in town then. So that will be me there. Unfortunately, you're not going to be there, Steven.
I don't know that yet.
Try to get down there.
I have to convince my beautiful and wonderful wife and the rest of my family what I'm going to do. All right. So I know today I'm going to get flagged with stuff because I'm playing some of these awesome, amazing videos off of Twitter today that these social media teams put out. They're pretty dope. They're pretty
phenomenal. Awesome. The Dolphins social media team crushed it. I'm still like looking at some of these, like, I guess you can call it Easter eggs.
We're going to watch it. You're going to watch it right now.
I'm finding more stuff. It's incredible attention to detail.
Here we go. This is the Miami Dolphins social media team's schedule release.
Incredible.
Oh, no.
Already flagged?
The computer is running very slow. It's not good. We might not watch it.
It's a false start. That was great.
What y'all doing?
Oh, I didn't notice that was the Dolphins light ball.
Welcome to Dolphins Cinema. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
They had Alec Ingold on the Raiders schedule, former Raiders.
See what's coming next at Dolphin Cinemas.
In a world where the forces of nature and the forces of darkness collide, one aquatic army prepares to fight, waging war against everyone. The Dolphins must defend their home against the Titans.
He's taken down, crushed on the play.
And again, as the Jets attempt to take Miami.
Wow, Miami defense on fire.
Don't miss this generational epic featuring an ensemble cast complete with America's favorite bad guys. The Cowboys.
What a play!
The Ravens. Critics agree the Miami Dolphins 2023 season is a non-stop thrill ride.
We never hang our head, not with the crew we got.
Filled with action between rivals.
How about them fans?
This fall, watch the greatest football team embark on an unforgettable adventure.
Miami defense.
See it in 3D.
The Dolphins have pulled off the improbable. It's a lovely day.
It's the Miami Dolphins 2023 season.
First of all, I loved every second of this. So as I'm watching this for the first time, I can't turn the volume down. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But as I'm watching this, I say to myself, here, I can do it up here. As I'm watching this, I say to myself, I said, oh, I see you muted it, so nobody can hear what I'm hearing. I turned it down. I'll turn it back up.
check your pulse if you're not fired up.
Gotta throw a post credit in there.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, that's pretty legit. I didn't like it. So to be fair, when I first watched it, I was like, oh, I don't know. And then the more I watch it, I'm like, okay, this is pretty dope. And then you start seeing the movie posters because they just do screenshots of those. And you're like, hold up. This is great. Like, did you see some of the movie posters that they had?
I saw them all, and I was like saying, like, all right, this is my favorite. No, now this is my no. They were like 4 of them that I absolutely loved. The Wilkins Ace Ventura, the Staycation for
the Men in
Aqua, phenomenal. Hey, for me, bro, Fantastic Four was great too.
This was my favorite Trading Day with Jalen Ramsey and Chris Greer.
Ramsey even quote tweeted that one. Loved it.
Absolutely perfect. Loved it. Thought that was my favorite poster.
A lot of teams had good ones. I see in the chat, like, agreed. You know, other teams, the Dolphins included. You know, the Titans I see was great. That was very funny.
Vacation.
The Chargers was good. That was probably my second.
We're gonna watch some of the other teams' ones. We're definitely watching the Titans one because oh my god.
That was pretty funny.
Dolphinado. Come on, bro.
That was a reach. That was my least favorite.
I thought it was good. It was easy. It was low-hanging fruit.
The Podfather was phenomenal.
Come on, man. Finception.
I didn't see that one, actually. That was a new one for me. Nice. Finception.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. All right, let's get into everything that they got here. I'm actually gonna do this. Let me doing 3 things at once here. Let me pull this up, add this to my brand, and we'll get into the schedule. All right, it's not working. I don't know why it's not working, but it should. Here we go. Works now. All right, so this is the schedule that we have here, okay? Week 1, opening up in LA. We have 1 West Coast game, and it gets to open up the year. We don't have to go west. If I'm correct, I don't think we go west of the Mississippi for the rest of the year.
Nope, you're right.
We would have gone to Kansas City, but now we're going to Germany.
A little bit different direction and over a pond, but we'll be okay there. We'll be fine.
It's 1 trip, and we get the bye week after, right?
Exactly. Yes, correct.
Otherwise, we are on the East Coast time zone for every other game this year. Okay? You know how awesome that is?
From a timing calendar, logistical standpoint, right off the bat, there are so many good notes that you could take and see. Weather, amount of games at home at the end of the season. I mean, they have 4 out of the last 5 games are at home. They're tough opponents, but they're at home. And they spend the early portion of December through the holiday and Christmas 3 straight home games. That makes up for last year's 3 straight road games. So,
I mean, look, I think that here we go. So the first 2 games are on the road. The one thing I'm most happy with is we are not opening the season for a 4th straight year against the Patriots. Thank you, Jesus. Now, week number 2 is Sunday Night Football. I love kind of right out the gate of the season, we're on a national stage. I think that's pretty cool. I think, by the way, just so you know, 3 national primetime games and 2 nationally televised games, or quote unquote nationally televised games, although people are going to argue with me.
I would be curious to see
Network and Amazon Prime, but
I'd also be curious to see if, again, I don't know with as you mentioned, the television deals or whatever, but that 4:25 start time, LA and Dolphins could maybe be a national televised game, the late national game that afternoon.
Well, it 100% could be the game of the week.
Could be. That's what I'm saying. It could be the 4:25 game of the week, indicative of that start time. So
Tua versus Herbert at 4:25. CBS, I think, is carrying it. Of course, that
would be phenomenal. So
that would be, So who's there? Is that Jim Nance and Tony Romo?
I think that would be,
Jim Nance. So if Jim Nance and Tony Romo do that game, I think that, why not? All right. Our first home game. And as a matter of fact, our only home game in the month of September, which, by the way, I don't know how we feel about that.
I mean, everyone wants the heat.
Part of our home field advantage is playing in that 100-degree weather.
No, I completely get that. But when you also take into account that they're not going to really any snow, maybe Baltimore could be a little rough on New Year's Eve. But other than that, I don't see any heavy.
The league heard the Bills crying about the heat. I don't think
it's
wrong,
not even
man.
that.
I don't think they're wrong. I think the NFL heard it and did something about it.
It's a fun topic to go back and forth in. It really is. But looking at that aspect of the schedule, get a road trip out of the way with, I think, at worst case scenario, if we're really talking, you're looking at a split going into a home game. So you're looking at 2-1, kind of at worst in the first 3 games, while getting 2 road games out of the way, 1 divisional road game out of the way, and 3 AFC games out of the way, going 2-1, potentially 3-0. That's how I see it.
It'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting.
First home game of the year, Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson comes into town, 1:00 game. I just want to say off the jump, I think we're 3-0 come week 3.
I would say that's fine. And from a home perspective, Vic Fangio against his former team, I love that storyline. I love it.
And we would have beaten Herbert and Russell Wilson in the first 3 weeks. I'm about it.
Russell Wilson doesn't scare me, but the type of quarterback and the game that he plays scares me. Mobile quarterbacks are always a little difficult for the Dolphins. So
in years past, not with Fangio's 11, which was so
that
good.
Was great. Ironically enough, they had Teron Armstead on the credit, so I didn't. That might have been a little bit of a weirdity, but other than that, that's fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, so we got that one. Week 4, we are in Buffalo. No cold weather Buffalo game.
Hey, it's going to be a gray sky with a little bit of maybe precipitation and a light sense rain. It's gross there. It's gross there. Let's face it. I spent 4 years there. 4 years there. I went to a game around that time of year, way back when, and it was cold. It was beyond chilly. So there will be a little bit of chill in the air, but we're dodging potential 30-mile-an-hour winds. We're dodging a foot of snow in Buffalo, and I think that is more important than catching 10, 15 degrees warmer in September than December. That's just to me.
It'll be
January, rather. Buffalo is a January game at home at the end of the year.
Yeah, most definitely. Then we get 2 back-to-back home games. And I'll be honest with you, I think they're both wins. Giants, 1:00. Carolina Panthers, 1:00. We get to face Daniel Jones and Bryce Young, right? That's Bryce Young there in Carolina. So I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking we are starting the year 5-1 minimum 5-1, maybe undefeated, maybe. But look, I know it'll be tough, but I think we're 5-1 already in the first 6 games. What do you think about the 2 home games, Giants and Panthers?
It's a good homestand to have. You're not going to have 2 NFC opponents that are very, very, very beatable. You have a Giants team who might, I think they're a candidate for a bit of regression. That's just my sense of it. I just don't know if they're gonna, the NFC I know is a little rough in terms of just overall depth. So I think the Dolphins could beat up on these teams, especially Carolina with a rookie quarterback. But again, this is a tough kind of quarterback style of play that the Dolphins have experienced. But Fangio, I hope and think, could fix that. So this should be a 2-0 homestand. I mean, I'd be a little disappointed if even it's a 2-0 homestand and one of the games was rather difficult. So I think this should be an easy 2-0 if we're counting wins. You really should chalk up 2 here. They need to be in between a potential Super Bowl matchup, which is Buffalo and Philly. I mean, let's face it, those are 2 Super Bowl contending teams. You need to win 2 games in between those 2 games.
I agree. Which brings us to the PhillyPhinvasion, which we will all be at, and it will be good times. Get your tickets.
Before we talk game, I heard you guys discussing, look, you picked a hell of a terrific location. You know, I'm 20 minutes from that stadium where I live. So where you picked in terms of Miller's Ale House, in terms of where the Gino steaks are and the Pat steaks are, I'll tell you some new ones that are a little bit better. But, we'll stay there.
They're the famous ones.
I played softball. I
don't
know. I played softball and kickball there. It's a fine area. My cousin lives there. When you're in that area, Center City, and then that's a little bit north, but around that kind of area where all the stadiums are, it's real safe. It's real fun, and it'll be a good time. There's really beautiful parts of the city. And as for the Philly fans, yeah, you got some rough around the edges one, but overall, some good people.
I think it's going to be great, man. I'm super excited about it, and it was a lot of work putting that thing together, man. And still not quite 100% done, but will be. All right. By the way, that's Sunday Night Football. That game's going to be crazy, right? So the game itself, Tua versus Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle. It's Alabama fans have to be salivating that all their favorite superstars that are on NFL teams, they're going to have all this Roll Tide Sunday Night Football stuff. So I think it's going to be a great. Be honest with you, and talking with the ticket rep that we had, this will be top 5 game of the year, they said, in the NFL, period.
Oh, yeah. This is a brilliant schedule game. It is certainly a game that is worthy of Football Night in America. And might as well be Football Night in America, and the capital of it has Alabama. You're absolutely right, because that is a phenomenal situation for Crimson fans. Just a lot of talent on the field from both teams that they'll enjoy watching. And I think it should be a hell of a game. I mean, throw everything out. 30s, 40s, high scoring.
What do you think the weather's like at that time of year there?
It'll be, people will be wearing their Dolphin hats covering their ears, and some North Faces and some bubble jackets. It'll get colder at night, of course, throughout the evening. But, you're talking about late October in the Northeast. You could be dealing with inclement weather, but I don't think you're going to be dealing with, like I mentioned before, snow, horrible winds. So, I think at worst, wear a couple layers, you'll be fine. And I don't think it's going to be a factor. Let's call it that. Weather, I don't think will be a factor, save rain, which could happen really anywhere.
It's the Georgia Eagles or the Philadelphia Bulldogs, Clemente says.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Facts, guys. Facts. Love it. All righty then.
Home game against the Patriots after the Bird game.
Thank you. My brain went.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. You've had a long couple of days.
I don't think y'all understand where my brain is at.
I'm with you. Nah, this is a good home game for us to have too, because it's a tough, turnaround from a game that could, it's a short week, technically, because coming back home late, and they have to just turn around and host a Patriot team that they've already faced. So it's their first repeat opponent prior to their bye week, and they're getting the Patriots out of the way. So they could sweep the Patriots going on into week 9 to Germany, and that would be a really fun situation.
Timeout real quick. Breaking news.
Oh.
No, not football related, and it's not good.
Oh.
Scott Foster is the lead official tonight for the Heat Knicks game.
Oh, stop. I thought you had me really worried here.
The Heat have lost 9 straight games when he has been the lead official on the court.
Wow, the conspiracy theorist in me has back to the schedule. Breaking news, getting my pulse up with that. Scott Foster.
So
let's go back to the schedule.
Scott Foster. You better not blow this for us, Scott.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Anyways, all right, back to the schedule. All right, so the following week, you talk about the Patriots. I'm super excited about that. Now, again, the Patriots didn't have to play in 100-degree weather, and we don't have to play in the snow. So I'm good with that. Right?
Cold wash, right?
Cold wash.
Cool.
Following week, by the way, in 2 of 3 weeks, we will have played the 2 teams that were in the Super Bowl. Just want to know,
it is a tough schedule from a team standpoint.
Chiefs.
It's a tough schedule, but it lays out well. Tough schedule with teams. We all knew that going in prior to the announcement. Second hardest in terms of the record against opponents last year. But it lays out very, very advantageous as you'll continue.
Look, man, I'm going to tell you right now, that game is interesting, right? So, number one, we don't have to play an Arrowhead. That's a plus. And not that I didn't want that smoke. I was about that life.
I wanted that smoked barbecue.
I wanted that smoked barbecue. You're correct. But, and it's a big but, Jason. And I ain't talking about
don't go there.
I'm not talking about the song.
Don't go there.
They have to both travel to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be Franzi and Dirk, who were on the show the last 2 days from Germany, are both saying it's going to be ridiculously cold there, like frigid weather. I think it's going to be an even playing field, quote unquote, for both teams. I don't think any one team is going to have the advantage over the other going over there.
A little interesting stat. I went to a site called Sportskeeda, and when you take into account Germany, Austria, Switzerland, bordered, the Kansas City Chiefs are ranked 4th in terms of the popularity of NFL teams there out of all 32. Dolphins are ranked 8th. To put it into scale and perspective, the Packers are 1st, and the only other AFC East team in the top 10 would be the Patriots, and they're 6th. So there will be a lot of orange and aqua. There will be, unfortunately, a lot of red and yellow, but I do think at worst we're looking at, my math says, worst case scenario, 60-40 Chiefs Dolphins. Best case scenario, 55-45 with negligible fan cheering difference.
It's gonna be interesting. Look, I'll say this: I'm excited that the game's gonna be at 9:30 in the morning. Like it is what it is at this point, right? Like I'm excited for all the people that are going. I still don't know if I'm going. Probably not. I'm
out. I just can't do it.
10% chance I go. And actually, it's more like 5%. It's like
I'm at a hard 0. Unfortunately, I'm
at a hard 0 yet. I'm at
a hard 0,
but it ain't likely because those tickets, they're expensive.
What I want to do is a fun morning broadcast. If we can maybe do some breakfast, do some some fun stuff. 9:30 in the morning game. Wake up.
Maybe we do that. Maybe we do a live pregame show stream.
Yeah. We
do the Tailgreeter pregame show. Streamed.
Cook up some waffles.
I'm down with that, man. I'm sitting. What does he say? What does he say in draft day?
I'm sitting here eating my pancakes.
Thinking
about trading number 1.
I'm sorry, but we lived in a different world 5 minutes ago. Things change.
Hey, man, you called me.
I'm not gonna lie, I've watched that movie a million times, and that's one of my favorite scenes.
I don't care how many people think it's like a bad quality movie.
I think it's a good movie.
Love that movie. I freaking love that movie.
And I love the Chadwick Boseman. R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman. Oh man, I watched side note real quick. I watched Thurgood Marshall last night.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't, my brain was turned on. Even at 3 a.m., like I couldn't calm down. Like I was so jacked. So I was like, I got to calm down. So I watched Thurgood Marshall. I watched the end of it because it was almost towards the end on the Netflix. But he's so good, man. He was so good. Miss him so much. But
terrific actor, unfortunately.
All right, bye week 10. Perfect time for bye week.
Everyone saw that coming. Perfect timing. Let them. Hey, look.
Dolphins had the opportunity to decline it. So here I looked it up.
Good business.
Every team that plays overseas can choose to have their bye week after they come back or sometime else during the year?
You know, it's perfect because look at the run that you have. Okay, you're let's go into you have 2 home games, Giants, Panthers. After a relatively rough stretch that you could put on paper with, Pats and the Chargers, or Chargers Pats to open it up, the Broncos with a quarterback that could be tough, and then the Bills. So that's a doable but rough start. And then you have the Eagles, the Patriots, and then you travel out to Germany. This is a perfectly middle of the run timed week to rest, recuperate. And I'll tell you, if they pull out a win in Germany, I would, if they win and they go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they go to 6-3 into a bye week, that bye week would probably be the best rest and recuperation time imaginable.
You would have just played the defending Super Bowl champions and the other team that was in the Super Bowl 2 weeks prior to that. It is the most perfect time for a bye week.
It's so beyond perfect because then you rest and you get a Raider team that I don't think on paper right now is scaring any of the top 9 AFC teams. Who are they scaring on paper?
None.
And then you got, the MetLife Takeover game going up into New York. So they're relatively healthy, rested, recuperated, hopefully. And then after that 2-game stretch, you got 4 home games, 2 road games to finish up the year, including a 3-game homestand, one of them being a Monday night game against the Titans, who could be in a quarterback quandary, and then a home game against the Jets. And by that time, the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, the wheels could be falling off, and they might not have any landing gear.
They both definitely could be falling off. It'll definitely be insane, to say the least. All right, I'm doing 5 things at once.
I'm actually counting. I'm going to give a record prediction. I hate doing it, and I didn't do it.
No, I wanted to do way too early record prediction.
I'll give my official pre-record. I mean, everyone was egging on me.
Way too early record prediction.
Yeah, I hate doing it.
So we got the bye week, and now we host Vegas. Again, we are on the East Coast for the rest of the year and mostly at home, which I love. After the bye week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the last 8 games, we're at home.
If somebody didn't want to get on a plane, they don't have to leave I-95.
They don't. All the away games are on I-95, and we're hosting 2 of the 3.
And I'm within 90 miles of both.
Of all 3.
All 4 when you really think about it.
Shout out to you, my guy.
Dude,
so, yeah, I think the Vegas is a win. Where's that?
That's a win. That's got to be a win.
Win. And then the Jets, MetLife Takeover, Black Friday game. I mean, by the way, does that make do you look at that differently now, by the way?
What do you mean?
Do you just look at that game differently now, the MetLife Takeover, as far as like the schedules? We played 2 back-to-back weeks on the road in Washington, and the week after and the week before is Vegas. And I'm not trying to be rude to both teams, but I'm not worried about either one of those games. Now, I will say both those games could easily be trap games.
Well, I mean, look, let's and we'll count wins and losses a little later. But if you have to pick 2 division losses, which would leave them 4-2. Like if you just have to pick 2 division losses, gun to head, I'd pick a road Jet game and a road Bill game. Every other thing's wins. That would be what I'm kind of, preparing for.
Okay.
If we're going to count wins.
Well, let's say that. So I'll be honest with you, man. After how they embarrassed us last year, Dolphins are pissed off at them. Them. I'm gonna say word.
Week 5, week 4.
Somebody paid for my. Them some bitches did the waddle in the end zone.
Oh yeah.
In that MetLife Takeover game.
Yeah, that was pretty.
We'll tell y'all right now. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Let's
And
just
I'm
go.
telling you right now, it's going to happen.
Prior to that, I'm really glad. Throw up Greg Fontaine's comment.
Raiders suck at 1 p.m. They do.
You know what? I just think that that's phenomenal. I've not seen many people say this, that this is one of those awesome East Coast home games where a West Coast team is traveling for when their body clocks are really looking for breakfast, you know? So this is a good intangible. It's yet another good intangible where a West Coast, almost West Coast, you know what I'm saying, Pacific time zone team is coming out east. Greg, good call.
I don't think you're wrong, man. All right. Next is probably so then we got the FedEx takeover. That's a dub. And, big one. Hey, that's a dub. Look at that.
Yeah.
Dub in a dub.
Well said. Nice.
See?
Super.
I'm just saying. I mean, no, that's the wrong.
That's the wrong one. You can. Yeah, it was in between. It was good. It was a V.
I'm not giving myself a wah wah wah.
Give yourself a V on that.
That's definitely a hand clap. I did good there. Okay,
you're all right.
Giving myself credit. No, I think. Look, I'm not scared of the Washington Commanders. I hope they sell their team soon so they can change their name. Worst name ever.
Yeah, that was a loss.
Horrible mascot too.
That was a loss.
Yeah, everything about them is an L, except their name. The only W Washington's going to see this year is in their logo. Wow, said it. Let's go. Bam.
Like it.
Let's go. Tennessee Titans. Explain to me why this is a Monday night football game, and explain to me why it's a double header.
Monday night is a little odder than Sunday night. It's usually not marquee, you know?
It's the Titans.
I know. Look, this is great.
It's not like Ryan Tannehill's going to be there anymore.
No, but this is good because they're catching a team on a rebuild, and this could be a 31-6 shellacking. And who wouldn't want to go down and party on Monday night? This has nothing to do with me having to get rid of my ticket. I can't make it that weekend. So this is going to be a great game.
I'm going to try to go. I saw your tweet this morning. God. Hold on. God. You were mad.
I was, you know, it's funny. It's like, you know, I like, in the last couple hours, it's been a wild run in my home, just planning and talking to different, including my wife, parents, just planning my 5 months of the season, really, you know, hopefully, but travel and everything, training camp, everything. Right off the bat, there's like 4 games I was told, just don't even think about it. And unfortunately, I just can't make it down for those games. But luckily, again, with some of the road games that I'm logistically and strategically here for, I'm glad that I can make a lot of live appearances. Unfortunately, probably max 3 down in Florida this year.
Look, I'm trying to do as many as I can, but got a lot to do this year, ladies and gentlemen. Lot to do. All right. So, by the way, this is the Titans game. Kicks off a 4-week or 3-week straight home. Now, real quick, also side note too, that Tennessee Titan game, Dolphins game, is eligible to get flex back to Sunday. I want people to know that. Monday night games can get flexed this year. So the Dolphins and Titans could get flexed out of Monday night back to Sunday afternoon at 1.
Y'all aren't going to love my win total, but you're going to like it.
What do you think about that, by the way, if the Tennessee Miami game gets flexed back to 1 o'clock on Sunday?
That's a not.
That can happen. It can
happen. I mean, that might very well happen. I did not necessarily know that was actually an option to pull that out.
Monday night games can get flexed this year.
All right. So yeah, that's as good as flexed, probably.
Did I just spark something in your head? Maybe I can go. maybe I can go to this Tennessee game. It might work out. No, but yes, it can. It can definitely get flexed. So flexed out. And I'll be honest with you, I'd rather that game be on a Sunday. Greg Fontaine says, if that happens, expect me to have a rant on Steven's channel. Greg Fontaine says. I love Greg, by the way. His rants are definitely.
I mean, I hope it stays on for ticket value and experience. There's nothing like a Monday night.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Number one, it's a doubleheader at the same time as Green Bay and
I tried to.
Whoever they're playing.
The Bears, right?
The Bears.
Is it the Bears? Did I make that up? I don't know.
They're playing.
Oh, I think it's the Broncos. I might have made that up too. I don't know.
It's another equally bad game, to be fair. By the way, can somebody explain to me how the hell Green Bay got 5 primetime games without Aaron Rodgers?
Maybe they thought that there was a chance earlier in the schedule making it. I don't know. Who the hell knows?
The worst part is they can't be flexed until week 13. So we just missed the locked on Monday Night Football. Yep.
They did that strategically too, probably.
I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if they get flexed out of Monday night. Just
you know what? If it is, it is. If it is, it is.
All right. So the next game is the Jets at home here in Miami and Dallas at home. The Dallas game pisses me off a little bit because
really
I think is opinion that is a Monday night game.
Oh,
Miami.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's a Monday night game. It's a ratings draw, right? All day. You don't even have to think about it.
Again, though, if you look at the time, it's a 4:25 in Miami.
On Christmas Eve.
That's a national game. That will be on television for people who aren't going to be. That's not a game you're going to have to go to a bar or buy a package. That should be on your local station.
You know, I don't know. I haven't talked to Cameron yet, but last year they didn't do a tailgate on Christmas Day. I'd be interested to know if he's going to do a tailgate on Christmas Eve.
I will be there, and I will be there. So yeah, let's do it.
You're telling Cameron you're doing a tailgate.
I'm like winking at Cameron. Yeah, I want to. Dude, that guy works a grill. I need him there, man. He knows what
Cameron, you heard it. Jason said you got to do it. So I don't know.
I'm
if
going
you
to
were
be
not
massively. No pressure, but we're talking
no
about
pressure at all.
massive disappointment.
And then week 17, Sunday, 1:00. I thought this would be a great game to get flexed. And then my wife told me last night, she's like, there is no way that the city of Baltimore is going to allow them to get flexed on New Year's Eve because they do a huge Inner Harbor New Year's Eve celebration. And I'm sure that the NFL, it would be a problem. It wouldn't be good. So,
interesting.
So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I guess not. I guess that won't do it.
I'll save that for week 18 to flex it with the Bills. That could be for all the marbles in the AFC East, maybe more.
Well, 1:00, Baltimore Beatdown, 2023. We're gonna do it, man. It's gonna be fun there. I'm super stoked about it. It's going to be great. Super excited about it. All right, and then the final week, Buffalo Bills to end the season. I like it. I have to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's a prime candidate to get flexed into prime time, and it could be for all the marbles. It very well possibly could be for all the marbles. Now, what I don't like about it is the Jets, if they're in that same boat as us, they get to play the Patriots the last week. So they're going to have a lot easier matchup than we will the last week.
I'm going to say this now, and I don't care if you want to come back and let me eat these words. I'm not scared of the Jets. I honestly think that there will be an implosion. I don't see how this could be a start to finish pleasure cruise. I don't see it. Come back to me and tell me I'm a fool. I think that they have choppy waters.
To be fair, as I'm yawning, and I apologize for being rude.
Well, we're talking about the Jets.
You're not wrong. I truly think that the NFL is gushing over Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets, and I'm going to laugh when it bites them in the ass because Aaron Rodgers is a shell of a player that he used to be, and the Jets are still the freaking Jets, and they will find a way, as I like to say, to jet it up.
The only way, Steven, that Aaron Rodgers will be content the entire way and not have to deal with the New York, New Jersey, portions of Connecticut media. I mean, he's going to be dealing with more media in 1 week than he probably did in one season in the
He
Green
never
Bay
had to
press
deal with
conference.
that type of media in Green
It
Bay.
is going to be because not only that
He doesn't like the media.
Not only that, Stephen, you have a New York, New Jersey market of people like us. And they are going to be all over this man for more things off the field than on the field. And let me tell you, a lot of it will be criticized on the field too, because you know what Aaron Rodgers is trying to become? Ready for this, everyone?
I'm ready.
The second New York Jet quarterback to throw for over 4,000 yards. Do you know who the only one was?
Who?
Joe Willie Namath. Team hasn't had a 4,000-yard thrower since the 60s, man.
JETS suck. That's all I know.
I'm not even embellishing. Like, that is facts. Right. I don't think he's going to play 17 games. And I think the first loss where he throws 2 picks will lead to a very entertaining post-game press conference for people like us. I can't wait. There's an implosion waiting to happen. Third in the AFC East at best for the Jets.
It will definitely be interesting to see where it goes. I do know one thing, that's I am not scared of them, but I will respect. So here's the funny part, right? Like, I hate the Jets, obviously, but as a football fan, I respect Robert Saleh. I think that dude is money.
Yes, where I'm not scared, there's a respect, and I do think there could be a split there, but I'm not terrified of them running this table, going to the Super Bowl, or killing teams.
I know, but I like Robert Saleh, and it scares me because that defense is
good.
I mean, look, so I'll call a spade. Sauce Gardner is that dude.
Yeah, he is.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, he is.
Not even close. So, yeah, man, I don't exactly know what. I just don't have any faith. Like, I feel like they're going to find a way to screw it up. But that defense is legit.
No, the defense is legit. And again, like, if you're looking for...
I'm not scared of Alex Lazard. Or Randall Cobb. I'm sorry. If that's what you're coming with on your offense, I will respect your defense, but you damn sure better respect our defense and our secondary, because Alex Lazard and Randall Cobb ain't going to cut it to beat us.
I also have to go back into the record books here, but I do also think that I saw a tweet out there. I could be wrong, but I think that Vic Fangio in his time with the Bears had a favorable output against Aaron Rodgers when he was with the Packers, or at least, we got the guy to hopefully scheme against Rodgers because he's been there before. And, he's bringing back players. The knock on Rodgers is, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, but he only won 1 Super Bowl. As Dolphin fans, that might be a little tough to hear, but dude, he only won 1 Super Bowl and he's bringing like some of these people back. It doesn't make complete sense, that the Jets are putting all this faith into him. So we'll see.
Man, it's definitely interesting to see what will happen from the Dolphins standpoint with everything. So let's go record. I want to hear what you feel. Record, go through each game quickly.
Do you mind if I go a different direction and then we can kind of work backwards? I want to do it this way because I really hate, because if I say a loss belongs against this team, oh, we're better than them. Heck, I'm going to go 11-6.
And whoa. Okay.
Now, I know people are like, they can win 12 or they can win 13, but I'm factoring a number of things. I'm factoring the fact that this is a hard schedule against the teams that they are playing. That's number one. Yes, it is a hard schedule, but it comes out favorably, right? Now, they won 9 games last year. Did they improve their roster? Absolutely. Did they get better coaching? Absolutely. Is it worth 2, maybe 3 more wins? I think at the very least, even if it goes against that very difficult schedule. So your 11-6 record includes this without saying where those W's and L's belong. You're going to start off the year 2-1. They're going to be 5-4 going into the bye week. They're going to be 6-2 to finish the year. They will never, in my model, lose 2 in a row. And they will have had 2 2-game win streaks and a 4-game win streak within.
Timeout. Let me just hear you. You don't think they're losing back-to-back games at all?
Correct. In my model, they do not have back-to-back losses right now. Correct. In an 11-6 record, I've spaced out the losses, and I've literally come up with a very fine 5th seed, maybe divisional winner if these 3 or 4 teams beat the heck out of each other. I have 11-6. We'll start 2-2 in the first 4 games. Then we go to 4-2. And then there's a loss-win-loss. So 5-4 into the bye week. And then you got that. All right, so you could figure this out right now. You have a win after the bye week against the Raiders. You have a loss right after that because I'm going to chalk the loss up here against the Jets because they're a good team. As the Dolphins are a good team, it's going to be a freaking battle. I think they get the home win and the Dolphins will get the home win. There's a split. And then after that, that loss pisses the Dolphins off because it'll be a field goal loss or it'll be a penalty that shouldn't have happened loss. It will be something that we're going to be talking about for a while. And then they rattle off 4 in a row. Commanders, Titans, Jets, Cowboys.
All right.
And then they split.
Here's where I'm at. You got W. I'm gonna go week by week, and I need you help because I'm exhausted. So
sure,
write it down for me.
I'll match up the L's and the W's now that I did the model. That
all right, you ready?
Yeah.
Chargers win. Patriots win. Broncos win. We start out the season 3-0.
Okay, let me put yours in parentheses. Hold on, next to mine. All right, so you're going 3-0 to start. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, man, it's a great deal. So,
it's a great deal. You're going back on the.
I'm like, I'm tired, Jason.
I love you, brother. I
just
Keep
want
on
to sleep.
Keep on
Okay, all
going.
right. So, Chargers W, Patriots W, Broncos W.
You sound like the guy who imitated Gruden. Win.
Bills is the first
win.
game that I'm like, like I got to scratch my head to, right? So I want to say that we can beat them. And I don't think that they've done a lot to improve. And I think we've gotten better.
You're going 4-0 to start?
I think I'm going 4-0 to start. I think we're going to beat Buffalo in Buffalo.
I hope you're right.
I do. I think we're going to beat Buffalo in Buffalo. The Giants, I think, are going to be a harder game than we expect it to be. Right? I definitely think that you'll have that there. And then let's see here.
So we going W against the Giants?
Yeah, but I'll tell you that I'm very intrigued by that matchup in that game because I do think the Giants have gotten better. I just want to throw that out there.
So
that's a
W. 5-0.
5-0, 6-0, 6-0. I think we lose our first game in the Philly, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'll be there for it, which will suck. But nonetheless, I think it'll be a good deal. It'll be a fun weekend. Okay.
For sure.
Patriots is a dub.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs dub. And then bye week. So we are sitting 8-1.
Steven has them winning during the bye week too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most def. Come on. We're undefeated during the bye week in our history. You didn't know this, man?
Never lost.
Never lost.
Never ever.
We're going 8-1.
Okay.
By the way, these are the way too early predictions. Don't hold me to this. I will probably, and I'm exhausted. Okay. But I'm going to say 8-1. Raiders win. Jets win.
Steven's getting sized for a ring. Keep on going.
Commanders win.
Jesus Christ.
Tennessee Titans win.
Steve.
Jets win.
Oh my God. So we have one loss all year. That's where we're going.
Dallas Cowboys
this
win.
is where we're going, man.
Ravens, they're gonna want revenge on us. I think they're gonna. I think that's a loss.
So we're already looking at one of the greatest seasons in NFL history.
And Buffalo's a loss because we're gonna be resting our.
We're gonna be resting everyone,
and it's gonna be all of our backups.
So 14
3 losses this year's, cuz
14-3.
14-3. All right, to be fair, all right, if I'm honest with you guys, the Chargers game and the Giants game, I definitely scratch my head a little bit too. Like, I will say that. But everything else, I'm pretty confident in. Pretty confident.
I love you.
Pretty confident. But dude, if I had 3, that gives us 5 losses. If I concede to the Giants and the Chargers, right? That's 5. What is how many wins is that?
You have 14 wins right now.
So I would go 12-5 if that's the case.
If you're taking 2 games out, you'd still go 12. Look, I think that the margin of error for a lot of these records should be 1 or 2 games. You know, so if we're talking about that, 12 games, 13 games, is that attainable? Absolutely. But I'm going to say 11 for me is my absolute floor. Like that's what I'm saying is the literal floor of and I hope that I'm undershooting. And I hope that you are 1 or 2 games overshooting, which would still get us at 12. I'll be an under, you'll be an over, but we still get 12, which is literally a top 5 team in the conference, regardless of anything else. And it's potentially a division winner. Maybe not, but I think that this is the year that the Dolphins truly get a playoff victory. I think that they're going to be on the doorstep and have an opportunity to get to that next push. But I think this is a threshold season where they're knocking on the door. And I truly think that next year is when they knock that freaking door down and they have a party. And that's when the championship comes. This is the year that we taste it. Hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm not. I hope this is the next 2 years that they have a Super Bowl.
I'll say this, man. Real talk. The hardest team on our schedule next year.
The Chiefs.
The Eagles.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I think we match up well against Kansas City.
Is a Fangio special game. If Fangio makes Mahomes miserable, Dolphins win.
Yeah, I think we match up. I am very, very confident we do not lose the Chargers game. Very, very confident. Tyreek Hill won't allow it. Tua plays that game. Like, I don't see us losing that Chiefs game. I don't.
Well, you went to Chargers to Chiefs. Oh, my bad. You're sticking with the Chiefs game.
Yeah.
The thing is I know everyone loves the Tyreek Hill against the Chiefs deal. I get it.
Chargers?
Yeah, you did. It's all good. It's all good. But no matter what happens in the Chiefs game, get your tickets for the PhillyPhinvasion and Miller's there. No, I'm just kidding. But you're the best. The Chiefs game is going to be tough unless it's one of those games where it's like schemed so well that everything Mahomes tries to do is just, I mean, if you're looking for a shootout here, the Chiefs may win in a very close shootout if that's the case. But I would love to see one of those, oh my God, this is one of those defensive stinkers. But then again, if that's the case, the Dolphins have a better chance in one of those defensive battles where it might be 23-16 instead of 35-32.
I am ending my subscription to Sports Illustrated immediately. Immediately.
Score prediction? Record prediction? Oh no.
What a Sweet Life of Sauce Gardner.
That's a pun.
Jets young star Grace.
All that is a barbecue
cover
pun.
Of Sports Illustrated. Ew, gross, disgusting. Old wrinkly balls and ew, gross.
It's okay.
He has a 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die? Yes, I'm telling you right now, Big Daddy. If anybody got that,
I got you.
Kudos to them. But yeah, man, that's
let them all overhype this. When the Jets overhype a season, when they come in overhyped, it happens every time they falter. Every time.
Is that crap on his hands? It looks like he had diarrhea and it's on his hands.
Barbecue sauce.
No,
or ketchup or
sauce. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, it ain't.
Yeah. Not my kind. Not my brand. Not my kind of sauce. But anyway,
caption of the Jets young star is already historically a good shutdown corner and so much more.
Historically, I don't know if we could say historically. That's a
Steven
great rookie year.
Did he just say Sauce Gardner? Shut up, Andre. I'm so tired, guys. Okay.
So Vonjo doesn't like the predictions.
So 12-5 and
what a surprise.
6, but
Vonjo's not happy. Everyone, Vonjo's not happy.
And the playoff wins a success. This is retarded crap that I'm talking about, Stephen D.
Bring him on. Let him do the count.
You want me to let him on? You don't want me to let him on.
Yeah, it's been a great week. It can't get any worse. Bring him on.
All right. I'll drop the link. I will drop.
I'm curious. I want to just sit back and let him do the win count.
Okay. I will. One at a time, people. We're not bringing on. But
No. Just one. I can only handle one.
You can only handle
Vonjo. Open invitation just for Vonjo.
That's it. Just for Vonjo. Okay.
That's
all right.
No usual suspects today. Okay. I can't handle that. No, Greg. Sorry.
Let me bring on Greg. I do love Greg.
All right, Greg. Come on.
You opened up this door, Jason.
I opened up Pandora's box. It's my fault.
You got to walk through it now.
It's my fault.
What do you want to complain about today?
Well, not Austin Jackson because he just took his picture off.
Greg. By the way, I'm not subscribed to Sports Illustrated. Just wanted.
Hello, Steven.
Hello. Why is your photo the sun? Why are you called the sun?
Because the NFL is afraid of the heat.
Oh, so are you going to give a rant? Are you going to yell and give a
rant?
No, it's
positive.
Go ahead.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. The only thing I'm mad about is that the Patriots are opening up at home. I wanted the Patriots to open up on the road. So when they honor Tom Brady, the mean old Miami Dolphins come up there and ruin Tom Brady's celebration.
Well, the good thing, Greg, is that the Dolphins historically have a decent record against Tom Brady. So Brady could suffer another loss when seeing the Dolphins.
But the schedule looks favorable. I think we start 3-1 in that first 4. I think we'll lose to the Chargers, but then we'll win 3 straight.
I do have us starting the season off with a loss, so everyone can go jump off the cliff and gloom and doom and say the season's over, and then they'll realize that there's 16 games left.
I think our schedule is very favorable. We get home games late. So then they come down to the heat, but they'll find a way to complain like they always do. I guarantee you we'll beat the Bills week 18 for the division, and then Bills fans will be crying for us to move to London or wherever because they don't like the heat. But the schedule is very favorable. There is going to be that week 12 to week 18 is going to be a gauntlet, and I think this team's ready for it. I want the smoke. Bring them all on.
All right.
I agree, Greg.
Love you, buddy. Be good, man.
Have a good weekend, Greg.
What do you want to say, Andrevius?
I came to say, how do you screw up Sauce Gardner? Not only listen. No. Let's have a heart to heart. Let's have a heart to heart. We need to have a heart to heart. Not only is his name not difficult to say, it's just not difficult. There's nothing to hiccup on here. But not only is that it, He's one of the more popular players in the league. So you hear his name all the freaking time.
Andrevis, you got to
hear his name.
Turn Modelo. We don't have rights for that. You got to turn that. You know, we don't have. I don't want to get in trouble. Thank you.
You hear his name during the football season. You heard his name every goddamn week. How did you say Sauce Gardner? How did you say Sauce Gardner?
Look,
how, Steven?
Okay.
How?
Gardner.
This is so cringe.
No consuming on television.
That's fine.
What do you want us to get FCC banned?
There's no FCC on YouTube, and now you.
Oh, well, that's good. It's 11:40. Where are you, Andrevius?
5 o'clock somewhere for Andrevius. He out here drinking a Modelo at 11 a.m. Cuz.
God bless you,
he's about that life. He ain't even trying to hide it, neither in a cup. He's just straight chucking it.
You know, if I had to pick a beer, I'd pick
moment that I wish I had the Stone Cold thing. I had a beer. I had another beer. And another beer. And another beer. And another beer. I'm telling you, that would have been the moment to play it right there. No wonder why he's so angry, PJ Mason.
Dude, I'll tell you, if he's not in Europe right now, where it's around 5:40, it's not acceptable. Well, I don't want to say that. Who the hell? Do what you got to do.
Von Joe,
everyone be them.
Von Joe said, "Nah, y'all ladies can have it." Oh,
because Von Joe, this is great.
That's
this
how you feel, Von Joe.
No, because Von Joe likes to be the keyboard warrior, and we're inviting him on. Come on, Von.
I hit the wrong button.
Come on, Von. Come on. We're inviting you on.
Don't go one-on-one with Von Joe, please.
I'm not going one-on-one. I want to go one-on-one. I want the record prediction. I want him to go through it. I want the smoke. Come on, Von.
Von, we want your record prediction, bud.
Just give me the record prediction.
At least it wasn't a Bud Light, man.
Stop it.
No chill. Absolutely no chill in the chat. I love
Von Joe. I do. But if you're gonna
Von Joe's my guy.
If you're gonna toss out a negative on other people, there he is.
Let's go, baby. But hold up. Let me.
All right. Yes.
This is gonna be good.
Keyboard warrior. Where, Steven, as long as I've been on your panel, when have I ever been a keyboard warrior?
I don't get me involved. My name's Ben.
Last time I checked,
that's him taking the fifth.
Last time I checked, even on Twitter, I don't have an ace on everything I do.
All right, Von Joe.
I get on panel. I get on panel. And no, you be quiet, sir. You said enough.
Capper Life said Sarnia is battle tested. We made him bulletproof, bro. Let's go. He said, let's go, baby.
Because after that little record prediction and then saying that, oh, by the way, playoff win would be okay. Yeah, I do drink wine and I do ship wine also. So anyways, that's neither here or there. It smells a sweet aroma, as like our good friend Andrevius would say. It smells like bitch in here.
Von Joe said, what kind of keyboard do you own? Is it a guitar keyboard? Is it what kind of keyboard do you own?
Let me understand this. Hold on. Let me understand this. Steven, playoff win is good enough?
Who said that? Don't put words in our mouth.
To your left.
We never said.
No. We're not saying anything about a playoff, and then next year we'll kick the door. Nah, kick that shit down today. Kick it down this year. Okay, I don't care if we go 7-10. Hold on, I'm not done. I don't care if we go 7-10, 12-5, 4-13. At the end of the season, them motherfuckers better be in the goddamn ship. It's a Super Bowl appearance.
I think that's a little.
We're hyping up this team. No, we're literally. How? We're hyping up this team. Hey, Tua's gonna be the guy. He's gonna look at all this
blood pressure up. He out here.
Fangio is here, and he's the kryptonite to the AARP member out there by the Jets. What are we talking about? But at the same time, we're gonna sit there and say playoff. Man, y'all got me effed up out here.
Von Joe needs a damn Snickers. He's never himself.
Y'all got me effed up out
Lewis,
here,
y'all
boy.
asked for this. We did.
Yeah, boy. I don't understand y'all.
Hey, you're a good looking
bitch
guy.
madeness in this, boy. I'm just saying the bitch madeness in this fan base. I cannot take.
I
cannot take. It's not bitch made. It's
I have a
pure
follow-up question.
thoroughbred, sir.
I have a follow-up question and actually directly relates
I'm
to
listening.
my original question. What's your record prediction?
I ain't giving no record prediction. I told you I don't care.
That's why I invited you on the show. Put him in the bathroom. Get him out. I want the record prediction. If you're not getting that, drive safe.
Are you done? Are you done? Because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn what the record is.
But
that's
you,
important for
all
the
I
Super
want is
Bowl.
the result.
Hold on, Jason.
I just want the result.
Hold on. Your beef with us, like your interaction.
This is why I wanted you on. You won't give a record prediction.
We're all boys here. Nobody hates. We're all friends here. Let's just.
I want you on.
I don't. But what I will say is, if you're gonna get on us about our record predictions, then sir, give a record prediction.
Oh, sir. See, that's where you got me messed up. Record prediction.
Get a better connection, number one.
I'm getting on you about your actual result at the end of the record prediction.
All right, so timeout. I said what was mine? What was my record prediction, Jason? Ultimately,
17-9.
11-6, I believe.
12-5. It was 14-3.
That was. Oh, by the way, I gotta play Solo's. Yes, it does. Solo's. I gotta play Solo's Instagram thing later before we get out of here. It's dope. I didn't say 17-0. I said
you said 12-5.
You started 14-3 and amended.
I said 14-3, but if I'm honest with myself, there's probably 2 losses in there, 2 additional losses in there.
So 14-3, 12-5. That's not a Super Bowl appearance. What are we talking about?
Time out. Here's my beef.
I hate y'all. I really hate y'all.
You can hate us all you want. We love you, Vonjo. But here's what I'll say to you, my friend, my brother from another mother.
Okay, come on, find the excuse.
It's not an excuse, man. We have not won a playoff game in 30 years, bro.
I don't give a damn about that, Steven. That's the logo. The logo hasn't won a playoff game in 20 fucking years. This is not the logo. Ramsey is a Super Bowl winner. Yo, y'all got me tripping out here, boy. Tyreek Hill is a goddamn Super Bowl winner. The logo hasn't won in 20 years. The logo, not the players, not our so-called leaders.
Hey, stop yelling into the mic, man. Lewis, get your boy, Lewis.
You see, the funny thing is, Vonjo needed the beer this morning. I don't think
Vonjo most definitely needed.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, Vonjo, you're a wine guy. You're a wine guy. Have a nice Chianti
you guys need some liquor. No, you guys need some liquor because you guys are like straight up bitches. Y'all need maybe y'all need some liquid courage. Maybe that guys will grow, your nuts will drop, and maybe you guys will have some balls to sit there and put a name on it.
First of all, hey, hold up. First of all, my shit hangs low. Let's just get that straight off.
Right now, you're in Baltimore, and it must be cold out there because it's nice and tucked.
Let's look, man. First of all, I want you to be talking about my balls like that. Okay, that's not a manly thing to do. But what I will tell you, sir, is that you need to have a nice warm glass of calm the hell down. That's what you need. Okay.
The schedule just dropped. We hyped up about this team, but you're gonna tell me, well, we haven't won a playoff game in so many years. So let's calm expectations all the time. Man, sound like man again. Yeah, bitch.
Cesar says, how did we get here? Cesar said, how do we get here? Manuel says, this is great. Cruz Ruiz says, sweet
sweet aroma.
Chance. Boy, he's
sweet aroma bitch in here. Boy, sweet. Boy, I swear to God, man. I know it's Mother's Day, and there's a whole bunch of flowers on here.
First of all, I love my mama and my wife, and who is a mama. So you better put some respect on the mamas out here, Vonjo. Is you finished or is you done?
Because clearly, when it comes to the mamas out here, clearly they have more balls.
Ruiz says Vonjo ran out of chicken bacon and pre-workout.
I'm a 2020.
Well, I swear, man. You hear this, Lewis? You see this?
I swear to God. Don't be swearing.
Go
man.
ahead, Steven. Go ahead. Go ahead, Steven. Go ahead, Steven and Jason Sarni, you guys could quell your expectation to say, hey, you know what? We're a great team. All these.
Time out. No, time out. We live in a world of reality. You live in a world of delusion. Let's just throw that out there because it is delusional to think that a team that's never won a playoff game in 20 years suddenly should wake up tomorrow and be Super Bowl contenders.
So let me ask you a question, Steven. No, pause there.
I can mute you. I have the power to do that. So to be
shit.
fair,
This ain't Twitter.
To be fair,
Hold on.
no, you're gonna let me
Pause for a
finish
second.
first.
Let's
This is my show.
Let's
You gonna
stop here
let
for
me
stop
finish,
here for a
Fonzo?
second.
Look here. Thank you. I appreciate it. What I want to tell you, my good sir, is that I truly believe that this roster on paper is Super Bowl contenders. But a lot of things need to happen for a team to become a Super Bowl contender. And part of that is chemistry, working together, understanding each other. And that's what makes teams great teams that win Super Bowls. And the Dolphins just have not had that time together, especially on defense with a new defensive coordinator. I'm just being realistic. I'm being fair. If the Dolphins go to the AFC Championship game and don't pull it together, but we're like, all right, man, they get another year under their belt with their defense and they pull this together, maybe get one or two different players. We got this. We are there. We are on the brink of historic, changes of this franchise. I truly believe that. Cat for Life with his $10 donation said, this is therapeutic. Keep it going. What I want to tell you is that we are going to be fine. And I do think that we can go to a Super Bowl with this roster. Jason Sarni agrees with that. I think Lewis agrees with that this roster is Super Bowl capable. Nobody's arguing that. What we are doing, and you know what? I will even use your words, and I think it's fair. We are tempering expectations.
I'm setting the expectations. I'm not oversetting the expectations.
Yeah, and PJ Max said wilding out Friday. What I will say is, and by the way, you ain't gotta get personal, Vonjo. I'm gonna let you rebuttal here. Just relax, calm down, don't have a heart attack. All I'm saying is, we gonna win some football games this year, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we gonna be out here just like we were last year. You're gonna be sitting with me at a couple of games this year, just like we did for the Bills game. And I ain't gonna have no heat stroke this time. We're gonna have a good time, Vonjo. I love you, brother. You know that. You know I love you.
May I retort?
You got a win prediction.
The floor is.
I'm gonna go ahead and relax. Be as calm as possible. Sip.
Is that a multiple Chiano or a Merlot?
So, what? No, it's a coconut. It's coconut water. Some people actually
appreciate it. Multiple Chiano is a lovely wine. It's got a very good note to it.
Yeah, but this is coconut water because some people actually work out in the morning.
But
that's neither here
nor there. Jason, you're a wine guy, right?
Love me some wine.
You and Vonjo should do like a 10-minute evening, like little.
Oh, that'll go well.
I think it would. You guys drink wine and argue. I'm telling you, the ratings that thing would get. They go through the roof.
Vonjo gets the wine. I'll provide the cheese, and we'll fight each other until the death.
And you guys yell, but you got to do it classy while you're sipping wine. Look here, man. You can't temper expectations. I'm about to have a stroke. And you drink your wine with the cup. That's what needs to happen. Sorry.
So, Steven, can I retort first?
Yes,
second?
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because, yes, you are correct that this Dolphin logo has not won a playoff game in over 20 years.
Okay.
That is very correct.
All right.
So are you telling me that once Tyreek Hill put on the Dolphin helmet and logo, he's become trash and a non-playoff winner?
No.
Are you telling me that Ramsey?
I'm going to answer this.
Tut. No, I'm not done.
I don't believe that.
Rhetorical. This is rhetorical.
Okay, I'm going to answer
because
yes
all
or no. I won't give you answers, but I will answer.
So all of a sudden Ramsey dons the aqua and orange, and all of a sudden he's become this I don't know.
This isn't
scrub
rhetorical.
of a
You're
cornerback.
putting words into our mouth. That's not
So because
we've
so
never said those
because
words. No, let him go. We've never said those
so
words.
no, let me land. Let me land because
let
you
me
know
land.
why
You haven't even taken
I
off
say
yet.
those because
Jason don't want you to take off.
Bro, you're delayed on the tarmac 2 hours here.
see, I'm trying to be calm. I'm really trying to be calm.
We're on the tarmac over here at JFK. It's the worst. And we're
I am
flying
trying
a
to be.
Hilo or
I
Spirit.
am trying to be calm
The
as
ice is
possible
the
and
plane
not
right
and not
With
turn up.
cocaine.
And I'm trying to be respectful to your show.
Okay.
But I keep getting cut
you
off.
were 5 minutes ago, but I appreciate it
So
now.
exactly, and I'm trying to be calm. So so this is why I'm saying that is because it doesn't matter what the logo has done because we have purchased and have brought in all this talent. It's proven talent. It's not like we're drafting a whole bunch of rookies and saying, hey, they're gonna do it under our logo. No, these are talents. These are talented individuals, all pro individuals. So whether they don the aqua and orange or another team colors, they should be performing as is.
Yeah, 11 wins is not performing.
As advertised.
Correct.
So, oh boy.
Jason.
So,
Jason, please.
So, when it comes to their performance,
I will say.
when it comes to their performance and execution, it should be executed all the way through, not just some games, not just some part games, not only, hey, we got a playoff win, hey, it's our first playoff win in Dolphin history. No, we paid you way too much for just a playoff game. No, we built this team not to just win a playoff game. We built this team ship. Anything else is unacceptable. Point blank and period.
You can't have a point blank and a period, but I get you.
No. Yes, I do. It's a point. I erased it and I put a period. You look at it and put an exclamation mark and turn up. So again, I'm trying to be relaxed and civilized because you told me I'm trying to be relaxed on your show.
Okay. Is you finished or is you done?
Because again, clearly people have a problem when I get on Demon Time.
Hey, when the hell can I talk?
Go ahead, my good friend.
He's
clearly,
a good friend, but I'm not.
Clearly, we're the only sensible ones here, Lewis. So
lies. That's cap.
I'm trying to figure out.
Cap.
I'm trying to figure out what's the argument.
First of all, there is none.
I think everybody
arguing with himself. Let's just
I think
we're not arguing.
I think everybody can agree this is an 11 or 12 win football team, in everybody's opinion. I think we all agree there.
I think that's an accurate statement. That could win 13 or 14. Could.
Absolutely. I'm not going to debate that with you. What I think Bon Joe's point is, though, you can't turn around and win 11 and 12 games, and because we win a wild card, let's say we don't win the division and we're playing wild card weekend. Just because you win wild card weekend with this team and with this roster, that shouldn't be acceptable by us fans.
Didn't say that was the case.
I didn't say you did. I didn't say you did.
Joe.
I'm just saying this, and again, now I'm just speaking for myself. But this is how the fan base should look at this situation. We are built to win now. Anything less than an AFC championship game appearance, in my opinion, is a failure. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you win a playoff game, 2 playoff games, if you win 13 games during the regular season. Bro, you got to disorganization. This is built now, and the time is now. I can't wait. Well, next year will be another year. No.
See, Lewis,
It's
you
now.
getting caught
And
in the
that should be
matrix.
the expectation of the entire fan base.
We didn't hear that last part, but I can guess what you said. You said that Steven was right and everything Von Joe said was wrong. So I appreciate you getting on my side.
So, Steven, you're saying that
That's cap.
No matter what the record is, we need to be in the AFC Championship? That's what you're saying?
I agree. Yep, we need to be in the AFC Championship game. I will agree with that.
Jason?
I said, in a realistic sense, I'm setting the expectation that this bar is 11.
Let him finish, Von Joe. Don't ask.
I'll tell you. Sometimes I get a little whatever, but I'm just going to say, Von, it's all fun and games, but if you're going to be straight up disrespectful, I don't want you on the show. All right, I'm no cap.
So wait, hold on. So when you was cutting me off, it was not disrespectful. It was all fun and games. And when I cut you off, it's not.
How about the other 5?
No, he was cutting me off as well.
I'm just saying. I've lost the desire to go. I want a win total from you. You're not giving it.
I lost the desire also.
Peace out, buddy. I don't care. Moving on.
Why do they have to
He's
end
a
like
child.
that?
Because you know what, Steven? I brought him on because I wanted him. If he's gonna give a problem on the win total, just simply give me the win total. Don't give me a dissertation on words I didn't say.
With you. He should have given you a win total.
So you know what? We're gonna move on. Lewis, how you doing, brother? I've had it.
I'm good.
I've had it with stupidity. And if you're gonna come on, be respectful, debate your point, but don't be an absolute douche. That's it. I'm ready to. It's 12 o'clock. You want to wrap it up?
I know you got.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm uncomfortable.
No,
right
no,
now.
noob.
I'm not
This
gonna
is
lie
a
to you.
Friday that I love to do this show, and I maximize my time on Friday, noob. That's what it is, noob. All right. Hope you're well.
Lewis, your phone is going in and out.
Yeah, I'm getting out
I'm
of
gonna
here.
let
I
you
love
go.
y'all.
I love you too.
Peace.
Bye. Caller, you're the last person of the day.
Oh no!
It's all about track record. It's all about track record and consistency. It is, and you know, when a guy like that comes on consistently and just belittles and makes fun, it's an annoyance, and that's all. That's all. What
But
up,
I
Paul?
was kind of looking to the Victorian insult show where you guys are like, "Well, you sir are a 2 and ear."
I'm telling you right now, I feel like if you guys can, like, that would be a dope show. You guys have no idea how awesome that would be.
I don't want to stir the pot. I just was gonna say that I don't have a prediction yet. Well, I do, but it's not a specific prediction.
What we are asking for is your way
Right.
too early.
Yeah, of
prediction.
course. Well, you know me, Stephen D. I'm all about semantics, so I just want you to be aware it's an expectation, not a prediction. At this point, I'll give you both, but I don't have the win total. So my expectation, given that I expected 13 wins last season, and given that didn't come to fruition, but I still believe we had the capability of doing that. Like if things would have been executed better, if other things, mitigating stuff. I get it. But given what we've done in the off season, given what we've done, what we're aiming to do on defense and stuff like that, I don't see any reason why I couldn't expect the same thing I expected last year, which was 13 wins. My prediction, above 500. That's all I'm going to say with this early, bro. Because we finished 500 last year, so I expect us to get better and finish above 500. That's all I'll say on the prediction end.
I love you, brother. Be good.
All right, you guys have a good Friday, man. Appreciate both of you.
Bye-bye. All righty. It is Spread Kindness Friday. I don't understand why everybody gets so upset. Like, there's no reason for it. Everybody is like their own personal, like, you don't have to like everybody.
It's a situation where if you're going to come on, not defend your point with your own point and bash ours, but then add words that were not said. And then I understand what's blowing up in the chat. Yeah, I know that I can get on my negativity and I could be whatever the hell you want to call me, and that's my problem. But there's also a consistency of the same people who are doing the same thing. That's a tone. That's a whatever. It's just not even worth talking about anymore. It's a sports show, and people are trying to attack people's thoughts and calling them names and trying to make it their own personal whatever it is. And it affects people. It does, especially when people take time out of their day to do this consistently, to provide content, and there's nothing in a reciprocation other than just enjoying the time, hopefully. So if that's the shtick, I get his shtick, but it's bothersome.
I hear you.
So I apologize to everyone in the chat for my actions, especially to Mr. Noob. I apologize, Noob.
I hear you. Not the way I wanted to end today's show.
It's part and parcel, buddy. It's social media in a nutshell. It's all good.
Okay. All right.
No, but I'm not innocent. I am a reactionary guilt. I am a reactionary guilty individual. But if it's the same people that are going, I'm not playing the victim, noob. If you want to come on, let's have a conversation.
Okay. We're gonna end the show. That's what we're gonna do.
It's fine. Tired of this crap.
All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast. Now ignore the chat. Ignore them, Jason. I'm trying to figure out where my head is at. It's not here. I can tell you that. It's asleep. All right. Hey, look. I'm telling you right now, I appreciate everybody watching the show today. And thank you for watching and supporting. Shout out to Allie. Shout out to Ryan for helping me with everything that they've helped me with over the last week and a half, or actually last few weeks. It's been a lot of work. And it's been good stuff, man. It's been good stuff. So I will talk to all the parties involved with this, and I will figure out how to resolve this. Here's what I'll say. And Jason, you don't need to say anything. Not Jason. I will say multiple individuals. I think people need to realize, and look, this is Spread Kindness Friday, so I think this works, that they're just different people, man. People work differently. Like, everybody's personality is different. This too shall pass. You don't have to be friends with anybody. You don't have to like what anybody else says, whatever. But, I will say that, if you are on a platform or doing a platform as a guest or a host, this goes both ways, just for everybody. So I ain't just calling out the guest. It's both. Just understand that there's going to be some people that you're just going to not be happy with. But I can admit that I let a lot of stuff slide that I maybe shouldn't from time to time. Both ways. But I try to give everybody the opportunity and space to allow their personality to come out. Good, bad, or indifferent. And so I think everybody's got something to offer. I think everybody's got something to bring into this world. I think there's good for everybody. And I think some people work together and some people don't. But I will say that everybody's personality is different. And if you know that something bothers somebody, don't rile them up. Like that, I don't like. I don't like that. But I can't stop it. But I don't like it. But I can tell y'all I'm all about spread kindness, positivity, and love. I love everybody, and I hope everybody knows that. And if you don't, we can have a conversation. Then I will always be like that. I will always be that guy that's that third party that is like that. But I do know that other people work differently than others. And anyways,
I'll say for people in the chat, I'm Mark Jones right now. You don't know all the work I put in to bring content to you folks. I love doing it. What I don't like doing is getting personal attacks. And soft. Sure, I have to work on it. Don't call me fake. I love doing the work that I do for this team and fan base. I love providing a lot of the fun things. I was going to today give away Atlanta Falcon Dolphin pregame tickets for free because I like doing it. I like making people's days. I like making someone happier than they were 5 minutes before I had a conversation. I don't need anything back. That's how I like to live my life. You know what I don't like to do? Make my score prediction. After that, attack someone personally. People want to come after and rebuttal the score prediction, but if they add personal attacks, that's what I have to work on, my rebuttal of the rebuttal. So you know what? I appreciate all the people that watch the show. I appreciate the people who support everything that we do. But what I don't appreciate is direct attacks on people. And if you know me personally, different story. If you watch me once a week on Friday, I appreciate that. But come on. After this show, I got to do everything else that's on my plate, as well as everyone else does. This is mental health month. This is a good month to understand that you don't know what's going on in someone else's world.
Mm-hmm.
All right? If I had a broken arm, you'd see me in a sling. If I had a broken leg, you'd see me limp away. And I'm not a villain on screen. I'm tired, noob. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated of the burner accounts. I'm frustrated of getting DMs of people saying how I don't know this or why I'm supposed to do that. I'm tired, noob. I'm tired.
All right.
With that, I wish everyone a terrific weekend.
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. Monday, we will be back. I will have rested for the weekend, and I'll be able to think straight. I'm going to try to do absolutely nothing this weekend except for a few things on social media to promote the ticket links. Guys, I hope you guys come to all the Philadelphia, DC, Baltimore. It's all going to be awesome times. That's it. That's all I got today. You're not getting anything else out of me because my brain can't think straight. Hope y'all are good. Hope y'all enjoy the show. Keep doing what you're doing. All right. That's what we're going to do. We'll see y'all Monday. Peace.
I know the whole city right. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get